colors that come. These are the colors that come. You know what you have always known. You've got your hold on me, and now I am here by myself. I can't run. It's you I feel wasted on. Now that you're gone and we've fallen out, I can't stop thinking you're all I go on about. These are the colors that come. These are the colors that come. Saturday night at the arcade, silver coins in my hand, ready to make some damage. Saturday night at the arcade, silver coins in his hand, ready to make some damage. He wakes up, he gets drunk, and he hides at this day. He wakes up, he gets drunk, and I think I said all my heroes said that I don't believe in God. I promise that God will save me, but I'm getting so impatient. Tell me that you're ready now. This room is big enough for two, and I wanna do that something that will blow your mind. Do you know the things you do to me? Touch me and I'll make you understand. Yeah. Do you know the things you make me feel? I can show you if you take my hand. I just wanna dance, dance, dance with you. Let me take you under when nobody can see. I just wanna dance, dance, dance with you. Harder than the summer, so put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me,
Hello, good evening. How are we doing? Hope you're well.
Yeah, that's the sound. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Is it
Damn instructors. So goddamn noisy. What the hell? How you doing? How's your week going?
It's in my gut.
It's Wednesday today, isn't it? I think it's Wednesday. And thank you to Supernuke who followed whilst I was offline yesterday.
How do you?
OOC, I know a few things have happened since the last on.
There.
Oh my god, she's so loud. The hell? Run away. But yeah, I know a few things have happened yesterday. Just see what we're on. It's coming up to 25 minutes past 10. So I'm kind of aiming for like an hour and a half, 2 hours max this evening. Yeah, because it's pretty late already, and I've got work tomorrow as per usual. So I thought as I'm on, I might as well stream, just for those who want to keep up with the P.L.U shenanigans going on, and yeah, see what's up.
What?
Well, hopefully I don't need those. No, pretty certain I don't. If I do, oh well. What a shame. Why are people not sleeping on the bed? He's never in here. He's never in here. Can't remember. Is she Here's mission mate. Let's go get Chunk. Why all of a sudden have I got like a tickly throat? It's just like, stop being annoying. Time to saddle so no one steals it. Is this one of mine? It's P.L.U. I wonder if anyone is he What's this? That's new. Important. Report left paper tray, check immediately. Do. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Okay. C2 port activity. These should be the same. 28th. My OCD for, I don't have OCD, but I always like to fix things when I see them not looking right. No one can sell the red without a mark. Any and all information on reds. Not registered in needed. If in doubt, you can stop the red cell ship and ask for a level mark. Refuse or not have one. Please report to I think it did that on the 28th. 28th. Okay, people. Jean-Baptiste, how we doing?
Just the man that I needed to speak to. I am currently writing up a voyage request to head over to Raven's Ambition to what's the word I'm looking for? verify something for Secretary Ferguson
Okay.
in relativity to the investigation I'm doing on strong arm.
Okay. How are we getting on with that?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
God, I would like to keep up to date with what I need to keep up to date with. So just give me what I need to know.
Well, we have several reports that they are still taxing people.
Mm-hmm.
They have threatened other privateers within the that are not in the Red Network. Have been trying to force people into said Red Network to work under them.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who is not within the Red Network has been taxed anytime that has been strongly recommended that they pay Strong Arm for assisting them in sinking pirate vessels. On top of that, it seems that they have confiscated a letter of marque from Raven's Ambition.
Okay. Well, when they do this,
which is what I'm going to go confirm now.
okay. Have you been getting names and such?
I have. Give me a second. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 reports.
Okay. Do you have names, contact details for let's say witnesses?
Names, dates, and times.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, well, if you got that, that makes things more possible to investigate, of course. So, yeah, anything that's just kind of word of mouth and no one to stand up and back it up is going to be kind of irrelevant. So, yeah, if you've got names and such, then that's good information to investigate further. So, you're going to clarify this last piece, and you'll be ready to submit a report, will you?
Aye, sir.
Okay. Also,
Once I
before
have this confirmed, I should.
Okay.
I apologize you first.
No. So you said you was getting some information for Secretary Ferguson.
Yes.
Is that in regards to a request from him, which overlaps what you're doing, or is he aware of the whole situation?
He's aware of the whole situation. He was part of the reason that I am able to get my hands on this information that was given to the Admiralty.
Okay. The information. What's this? Is there like other information that's already gone to Admiralty?
The collection of the reports that has been given to them.
Have I had access to that? Have I been given to this?
Yes, I believe so. You should have had access to some of these. But they also had a compiled file on Strong Arm, it seems.
Okay. Just so we're clear, please ensure that every single piece of information they get, I get. Okay. So I'm not going to be too happy if they get a bit and I don't get a bit, because at the end of the day they're going to come down to me and ask what's going on, and I don't be left to say, "Oh, I've not seen that."
Or so.
So
I mean, everybody that I've been working with as of recent, all the sailors that come in to assist, I tell them that if we do get a report, make 5 copies of it. One goes directly into your desk, one goes here, one goes to Ops, NID, and then a personal copy in case you ever lose it.
Where do you keep your personal copies?
Personal copies I either keep in here in the P.L.U. or in my own personal storage.
Is that secure, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the other thing as well, just kind of more of a general one, but kind of bring it up with the, you mentioned the sailors that come in here. I'm assuming we're keeping it, well, not just this, but the whole, the way the P.L.U. works. I don't want people just ducking in and out, just they want to get involved in something and then end up leaving. Okay, so that name board on the list at the back with the clock on, that is the P.L.U. So they're the ones that should be involved with everything, even if they're ensign or anything like that, and they're not on there. it have to be a very, very good reason why they're getting involved, because at the end of the day, we're going to get more and more people coming in, and it's going to get more and more diluted, more confusing with who's doing what, and so on and so forth. If they want to take an official role, then they can send a letter and apply, as with everyone else. And I'll leave a note as such in the duty log for that. Is DeLeon, is she around today, or?
Not that I'm aware of. She was around last night for the Port Lugian stuff, and then she went to sleep.
Okay. What's Port Lugian stuff? I wasn't around yesterday, so
We revoked their letter of marque. Or not revoked. They confiscated their letter of marque.
for what reason?
Possession of several classified documents of the Navy, including, from what I understand, an NID file that was classified, and as well as their current governor working with the sinners.
Okay.
I don't know anymore. You would have to ask Secretary Davenport.
Okay. Was he around then, or?
He was the man in charge.
Ah, okay. Well, that's fair enough.
Well, so was Miss DeLeon, I should say.
Well, no. Well, see,
there.
yeah. In the line of organisation, Secretary Davenport is my reporting. Anyway, so he's the one who's looking after the P.L.U. On secretary level. Puffin's is the training side with the Commodore Bose, so that's fine. If he felt he needs to do that, but yeah, do you know if there's maybe assuming there should be some type of report on my desk about it at least?
There should be one soon. I'm not sure. Miss DeLeon did go to sleep as soon as we got back.
Okay. Right. Okay. You crack on what you're doing. I'll have a look around and catch up with what's on here, and won't be around for too long. Probably about another hour and a half, 2 hours max. We'll see. Be around again tomorrow again. So, yeah, I'll be here if you need anything else.
That is for you. I just need you to sign off on it, and then I can go grab my crew.
What was this? We're missing something. How do I put it? I just need to pop in here. Just thinking, reading through, there's your name or the person who's requesting it. There's no name spot in there, so I'll just add your name in here, and I'll update the template as well.
Hi, sir. In the past, I've just been filling it in under request stuff, like where it says your name, I just fill in mine. But I also realized that it has no name section there.
Yeah, so I'll just add a new line on the first page if you have a look at that, and I'll add that into the template as well. So just put you down as a trip commander. Obviously, be taking the lead on that.
Hi, sir. I'll just put this in the files, and then I'll get ready. I'll get my people ready.
Absolutely. books in here.
I'm going to put all of these files that I have in this desk here for now.
The hell? Yeah, I don't like this creating loads of copies. Because you have to change it. They're all out. None of them got that on now, so it's like, what?
I'm going to assume you two are busy. Never.
Has Kate been awake? Since we moved. The private group portlet is not able to collect on bounties or symbols on ships. Oh my god! Put a damn date on it! No one puts dates on anything. So, oh, that's one thing that's really bugging me at the minute. I'm not to be told. What? Received a substantiated report. What's this? Oh, what's that? Copy all master keys. That. Privateer orders. Privateer list book. Update 31st August. Oh, what's on my desk? Anything? Bloody hell. No. Docs. Okay. So much stuff. Uh, 48-hour patrols. Right, shall we have a sit down and a read of some of these that I can have a read of? give me 1 second. Can't read that one. From the desk of Commander Cleon Lacroix of the VCP, former Port Lutegan, to P.L.U. Only 4 pages. We should have Port Lutegan as a date on. First of August 1922. Right. Issues at Port Lutegan. There's been some issues brewing at Port Lutegan that has finally escalated. Myself, Cleon Lacroix, being exiled from the company by Cedric Blackhand. This stemmed from a clash on how to operate as privateers in these waters. Cedric started to step out of line when he befriended the pirate group known as the Sinners. At first it was under the guise of being friendly with them, collecting info on them for the Navy, which I hesitantly was on board with initially. Then over the course of a few weeks he started to step on feet as I was set to be charge of privateers section of Port Lutegan. But he started making deals and working with people without informing me. I then heard the deal he was making with the Sinners where he'd bring their ships, bounties on them to us with signal. So it shows some sent documentation I found it wanted to hold onto this, and if I just sell to the highest bidder and not return to Navy, which I wanted to do, then realised this article in Hard Tack Times has slandered the privateer group Strongarm, which at the time was our biggest ally, who were in the Red Network, which I informed him that we cannot do that, it will hinder our relationship with them. Then wrote another article slandering them in the next very edition, which greatly upset me. The combination of working with pirates who killed Navy personnel, trying to sell Navy documentation, writing slandering articles full of privateers. I believe the company is not fit to be privateer, and they do not respect King's Law while Cedric Blackhand is in charge. While I'm at fault. Oh, a second. Thank you very much. How are we doing, Mr. Man?
We're doing pretty good. Sorry, I'm just checking something. And he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Commodore. I have to run and find Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was here a minute ago, a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I left him a wall notice saying he needs to check the left paper tray, and he didn't read it.
Oh, okay.
You probably want to take a look at that. It is directly from Secretary Ferguson, and he said like it's an ASAP thing.
Is it spyglass sensitive, is it?
It doesn't say it on the report. I would be spyglass sensitive with it.
Okay, I'll take a quick look. Alright, sorry chat. Okay. Way some people write letters and stuff is quite hard to read. Okay. Data is aware and has more information. Might be able to join. There's another group called Huh? Spoke to about possible okay. Well, I'm a bit confused. Some decent information in there, but confused nonetheless. Okay, well, I've got this redacted content up. Well, let me have a look at this report here. Approximately upon arrival down at trade docks, I'm informed by multiple members of no bloody dates. I'm sick of this. Then return to the Navy. It was brought at this point as well that details were further brought up, detailing other shady dealings. So yeah, I overheard a discussion detailing it's interesting. Analysis, time and eye sensitive. Our witness report. Oh, but so cases need to quit rescue. Okay, excuse me. Heard some was having voice issues after catching a fly while sailing. I was not able to respond. Body being gutted. Found the name. Again, it was a sloop named. Okay. So spyglass sensitive. I was investigating a rather odd report about a missing person. Tell him that the coroner's looking for a presence down at P.L.U. The crew and sign Hatchman's tornado south to once had arrived at the port seeking refuge. Once freed, those missions only to go to. Did not know anything, was quite confused. Okay. What's this? Right, can I take me, I think take my spyglass sensitive off. There we are. Sorry about that. Right. So on that one. About witness I've heard just going to report again about potential training about me. Okay. Time at light sensitive. On that one. On that one. Malachite Black. B2, B3, C3. Same for you, Sue. I'm back with success. We don't run into Spanish pirates. We saw one vessel in passing distance. I was watching sail, Riptide. The great winds. Okay, it's too much information. We've got about 3 individuals. Baptist went shorting at P.L.U business with Liam Knight. Individuals, blonde hair, tiny double. I can't remember this. Guess what? No date. There's no date on it. Oh my word. Put dates on your bloody reports and everything and anything. Audrey helped the civilian get free from the keel of his vessel in B3 and eventually came across Armstrong. Armstrong Privateers. Gotta travel south. Don't know who this Malachi Black. Who's Malachi Black? Sailor Black. Is it him? Does a good report. Breakdown though. Ran to Armstrong Privateers, had 3 people fly over to our brig before encountering their brig. They were selling up to and in search of smaller privateer groups, what they called what? I saw a green flare fired from shipment. He ran into Armstrong. Is that meant to be strong arm? I think it's meant to be strong arm, isn't it? Armstrong Privateers. And there are 3 people fly over to our brig before encountering their brig. And in search of smaller privateer groups, what they called spring cleaning. Green flare fire, okay. That's a brig. 1 cargo pallet board. Reported having problems with the privateer group's strong arm. Of them. Is he trying to be funny here? Because it's kind of funny, but not. Came across 2 Navy vessels, one which was D'Artagnan itself passing step 2 brigs chasing us in distance. Suspension of letter of marque, 31st of August, due to overwhelming evidence, spotted gun. Session classified information without handing into the Navy. Secretary Government suspend their letter of marque. I was there during the investigation. Paul, I fully agree with the conclusion. In light of the fact that it seems Paul has been possibly collaborating with sinners, we also don't want to take any chances. In light of this P.L.U, but okay. Cannot I open that? Bounty for Reggie Longfall. Information on bounty for Reginald Longfall is.
Brave. Yeah, that's. Looking for you. We're going up right now.
I had no luck in getting some.
Did you catch that?
State reasons that we do not put bounties on civilians and the fact that energy has so far not. Oh, fair enough.
Oh, hello, Commodore.
Hello. Right.
Hi. Yeah, I was told that there was something in the paper tray.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Have you looked?
No. Do you mind if I go?
No, go for it. Yeah, no, absolutely.
By the way, Commodore, do you know why the notice stating that Blue Shield is basically blacklisted from the P.L.U. is not up? As I noticed they were in that report as well.
Because we do not blacklist privateer ports. Not privateer ports. We do not blacklist ports. Ports are free ports, so they're free to deal with whoever. Obviously, you know, there's no rules in the land to say that ports can only deal with certain sail colours or that or otherwise. And obviously, if there's more information, I've seen very little information on blue tide trading. I found one report a couple of days ago in the ops room that I never knew about. It was from AARP saying that basically their port has been deserted, but I think that was like a week or so ago old. So other than that, I've only seen 2 bits of documentation on blue tide. That book that I only found last week, and then the note that D'Artagnan put on the wall in the ops room that we removed.
So I actually know why they were blacklisted, and it wasn't for dealing with a particular group. They basically
refused to deal with privateers. Yeah.
No, they stiffed them on their payments and became aggressive when confronted about stiffing them on payments for tasking. So we blacklisted them, not from anybody dealing with them. Civilians could deal with them if they wanted, but we blacklisted them from basically using the P.L.U to get privateers, as they were basically abusing the P.L.U and refusing to pay out the bounties that they were promising.
I don't see how that's got anything to do with the P.L.U.
Blue Shield would come in, report something, request assistance, and offer pay to privateers going to assist them.
But
and
why?
then they would stiff the privateers.
Why were they coming to us? And who
just to
here
get
was
the information out?
and who here was kind of being a runner for them?
It wasn't so much being a runner. It was D'Artagnan was taking it and incorporating it into tasking.
Okay.
It was like what am I thinking of? Like escort contracts and things like that, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't worry too much about that. Look, I'm stuck there. That's also a decision D'Artagnan took. I wasn't aware of it went or what the exact details were, but P.L.U do not get involved with that type of thing. The taskings we get out special is what we identify ourselves, or the bounties officially from HQ on the King's on the Crown's bounty. They're only two extra taskings that we do. If anyone comes in requesting it, so yes, we'll look at it. Like I got a response today. I was at Hotel Royale. They asked for a bounty to be put on one of their ex-members or one of their current members that have gone missing, and they're concerned for his safety and whatnot. Late last week, got a response back, and HQ have denied that. So I've got that record. So for your information now, yeah, go on.
I should also clarify, it wasn't Master's Mate D'Artagnan wasn't just taking them in and giving them out. She did do her due diligence to investigate them for validity before adding them to the task.
No, well, I'm sure she did, but keep it simple. So we're here to manage the Red Network. Well, it's Red Network regardless who manages it. Here to manage Red Sail companies, make sure they do what they need to do, investigate what they're doing. The Blue Tide stuff, I'm not completely up to date with, but I took that notice down, as you noticed, in the ops room.
Yeah.
And other than this book that I found, I need to kind of clarify the situation with what is the exact situation with Blue Tide just now. Are they still valid company? Are they still in the same location? Did we find them off the back of this report? That's all I'm really interested in now. So we're not going to be blacklisting trading companies because they choose to work in a certain way. If anything, we'll just let people know that have had issues with.
I heard you. I'll be right down.
Blue trading.
I can at least tell you, I have been to the location of their former port. The only thing still standing is a lighthouse and a board. Like a notice board, though I'm not sure what was on it.
Okay, that's kind of similar to what was in that book. So I think blue trading we can kind of later rest in regards to kind of any kind of specific involvement with them. We don't have the time or resources or the need to kind of be dealing with that anymore on that side. So I'll file away that book in the archives, and we've still got it there if anything else crops up. But yeah, other than those two bits of documentation that I found, that's all I really know about it, other than what you've just said. So
okay, I just wanted to make sure that because I know it was kind of a one and done type thing as to how it was handled, so I do fully understand that it is likely that a lot of people didn't know why it was there.
No, absolutely. And I think just on the common sense side, if we start kind of telling people not to go to somewhere else, we need a lot of good evidence to back that up. Otherwise, our heads on the block for lost business, etc., which may be made up information or whatnot. So yeah, we need to pick our fights, just as we do on the ocean, just as we have to do on the desk. So, but no, John Baptiste wants to get off. So if you're going with him, I should be around hopefully when you get back. But if not, I'll catch you tomorrow.
Was I?
Sir,
What am I?
have a nice evening.
Yep, Andrew, thank you very much.
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
Did I read everything?
Of course.
What's
It's fine.
who's this from? Navy Operations.
For you, sir.
I appreciate.
That's second job
Appreciate
report.
Of course, and we.
I request like to
Can you-
on 3.
We will. I will make sure.
Okay. Right, okay. So.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Doing pretty good.
Having a pretty decent day then. Yeah, looks like
we-
there's lots of activity here.
I apologize. We do need to get
Yep.
today. Of course.
Have a good one,
And
Almo. We'll see you later.
Yep,
I
be
have a
safe.
great day, Almo.
Safe.
And thank you. Do.
Lieutenant Jen.
Go.
Wait.
I was going to say go. Good to go.
Yeah, just
Okay.
I can go in there.
just wide. The doors.
What's wrong?
Can't go in.
We have
Oh,
a
yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Just drop by.
Wallace. That one.
Yeah, I should probably put.
Exactly. Which is why I was looking.
Lieutenant. That one is. What's this one?
Oh, wait.
Support Lieutenant as well.
Commodore Smythe, would you mind closing the door downstairs?
Yep, all the way down.
Thank you.
Ah, hello, Master's mate.
Oh, salutations, Commodore. You've locked me inside.
Yeah. Oh well. You have to.
Put
you
my
have-
stuff in the lockbox. So
you
that's good.
Oh, okay, sorry. There's oh. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good trip.
Will do, sir.
See you soon.
I'm available, so I'm assisting you out.
Mm. Logistics office should be all the. Stored stuff. Right, so let's make a log entry for. What's all this stuff here? Seriously? Give me a break. Tidy all this stuff up. 48 hour. That's already been filed. I can go. can go. It's Faru. Dear so I got so let's go to the Port Lutegan folder. Ship orders. New Eden weekly report. Let's do that. Get rid of that. Copy that. Get that. Get that. That. What's this?
Ensign, John Baptiste said that's fine.
Alright, thank you.
What's this entry? Privateer. 31 August. Why is this such a mess? There's no dash next to it there. Come on, can we use a little bit of common sense? P.L. Oops, right. So that's that one. I've gone patrol B6. I've begun to patrol B6 more. Several instances of pursue black sail schooners. Black. Difficult to discern the names of the ships. One ship had two tails, but both are schooners. Two sails. Harassing rafts. Horse race and trackers launch complete. It's fired upon by black sail brig name Forsaken or Unforsaken. Something similar. We turn fire, they immediately route around us next to C5. Okay. Right, I'm getting really confused with what the hell's going on here. Why are they putting copies in with copies? It can't be for filing. It's just gonna turn a right mess. Oh my fuck. Oh my... Ugh. That's one I just dropped in. It's okay. Calm down. That's, as well. Just put in
Cal.
Tulsa Hellball.
Oh, Commodore Smythe.
For legal reasons, he's joking.
Hello, on my way.
Matter of urgency, sir.
You're not gone
My
yet.
thing isn't.
Have you been caught up with everything that's partaken within the past 2 days following our expedition the other night to Port Ludigen and Strongarm?
Yeah, I think kind of pretty much up to speed for the most part.
Okay.
Seg, what's up?
As of 2 minutes ago, Cedric did make landfall and is currently placed under arrest. I do believe for conspiracy to commit treason to the crown. He is being escorted by Master's Mate Ash, as well as Secretary Crampton, to the prison. I'm not familiar with the charges. I'm not familiar with the proceedings of prison in the sense of what we are actually going to do with them. I've kind of taken it upon myself to kind of get this all taken care of.
How you doing, Rogue?
Now we have the conclusion.
Okay, I may take a walk up there myself and see what's going on then.
Are you? My eyes told me I was getting closed in by the doors. Are you familiar that he was in fact in possession of several highly classified?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
So, do we know if Secretary? I was going to say Ferguson, obviously, but Lord Davenport. Is he around just now?
I'm not aware. Like I said, he literally, like, not even 2 minutes ago, walked into the port.
Okay. I'll go up and see the secretary if she's up there and kind of see what's going on. And yeah, I think he's preempted us reading documentation. I believe Secretary Davenport was arranging bounties for them. So, but I don't think he would have got that far quite yet by some of the things. If that happened last night, he's not been on. So I think he probably would have done that tonight to get those issued tomorrow. So.
Correct. However, he was his crew and the port, or at least the citizens of the port, are, as far as I'm aware, are not being charged. We did not take any of them with us. However, he specifically is a wanted individual at this point.
Why did he turn up? Did he think he could just turn up and not get arrested, or did he hand himself in?
Is there anybody about? No. So you're aware that the secretary placed him in what she calls witness protection, correct?
No. All I read was that the Secretary Crampton knew the situation, and I saw a reference of protection, but it didn't say that she actually puts him in protection as such.
She placed him in witness protection, as she called it. I actually was in the process of having a conversation for his location so that he can be placed under arrest. And during the middle of that conversation, he walked up. And I read him the whole spiel, by order of His Majesty's Navy, yada, 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 you're under arrest. Here's the charges presented against you.
So I'm just going to grab some food,
charges
carry on.
Can be clarified later. Yeah, pretty much, that's what it just happened. He's, like I said, he's currently on the way to the prison as we speak.
How long are you around for?
I actually was I was called to help with that mission that the P.L.U. is being sent out for as we speak.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to send them on their way and I stay
who's on that?
around. Baptiste, Mr. Mann, as far as I'm aware. I don't know any further from there. I was just approached for the village anyhow.
Have you got a horse, have you?
Up at trade. Let me go grab it. Do you want me to meet you outside the arches?
They're taking a tornado, aren't they? The schooner, or sloop. So,
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, go and have a word with them. Meet me down there.
Hi.
Ensign, should I take that as you're not coming?
Stand by, undefined at the moment.
Meet us down there. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Man,
just
we'll sort
meet us
it.
down there.
Down. Commodore,
down at the
where?
sloop. Down at the sloop. You're at the sloop, yeah?
Okay. Yes.
Is it just the two of you?
It's me, Jean-Baptiste, and Carrington right now.
You should be okay with 3 on the sloop.
Okay.
You got one on the helm and 2
we-
bosuns, so you'd be fine with 3.
Yeah, we just were asking, just in case it'd be pertinent to bring someone of higher rank with us.
Right, let's have a quick check.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing.
Yep. Just depends on what the Commodore's got to say.
Shit is a bad
Oh,
Oh!
Oh no, did I
think
send
that
you in the water? I'm so sorry.
He's
for,
all
for now, Miss Carrington, I think we should withhold any current judgment for the time being.
This is the Navy. Shit's always hitting the fan.
Aye.
She's got a point.
That is the usual state of affairs.
Okay, right. So, I'm happy enough for you to go and get this information. You're only information gathering, you're not giving them orders or kind of delving into too much, okay? So, obviously got the Master's Mate here, obviously, you've obviously been in P.L.U. for a long time, Jean-Baptiste and Man as well, so I'm more than happy for you to go and just ask the questions and see what answers you get, okay? You can manage on here with 3, basically 1 floater if you have 1 bosun and 1 on the helm. That's all you need for this, so you can get off going down there. Mr. Richardson, you're around for how long this evening?
I just woke up, so I'm going to be around for quite some time.
Right, okay, which is what I want. So we're going to go down to the prison and see what deal is with this gentleman. And Richardson, obviously I won't be around for much longer than another hour or so. So I think you'll probably end up meeting up with the secretary potentially, or someone from high command to obviously relay what's going on. But obviously I need to be and like to be involved with what's going on. So you 3 are good to go, okay? I have complete faith in you. Don't do anything stupid. Go there, ask the questions, polite, yada yada yada. I don't have to tell you. Come back, finish off your report, and in the meantime we'll go down to prison and kind of see what's going on down there. See if we can kind of get ahead for when high command wake up and get this situation done and dusted as soon as possible.
Don't fuck it up, Baptiste.
What should
Oh,
we
pressure.
do in the event that any hostility breaks out on the island?
Why would
the island
hostility?
that we're going to?
Yes.
Why would
Well, there's a
hostility
reason I
break
brought
out?
you and-
It's a good thing I'm a Marine applicant.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a reason I chose you and Miss Carrington to come with me.
I'm just a bit confused. Just refresh me why you're going there again.
We are going there to clarify the seizure of a letter of marque by strong arm from from former Ravens Rock, now Ravens Ambition people.
Oh Lord.
As well as try to ascertain, I think, per what Secretary Ferguson wanted as to if they're going black sail or not, as there are rumors.
That's as well. I have very good relations with the people of Ravens Ambition and Ravens Rock, so that questioning should not result in any serious threats of violence.
Okay.
Miss Newberry, not right now.
Okay,
I apologize.
fine.
Just be cordial. Don't raise voices. If they don't answer a question, move on to the next one. If you go there for 4 minutes, and you're there for 4 minutes because they refuse to answer any questions, fine. Come back. You're there for 4 minutes, okay? Then, if need be, we'll go down in a brig, and then ask the questions again.
Yep.
Sir?
And cannon, of course.
Escalation. It's a tack that you don't want to jump on straight away. So certainly don't put any kind of hostility, hands on weapons accidentally or or otherwise. Just go down there, ask the questions. If they answer, great, make a note of them. If they don't answer the questions, move on to the next one. All questions been answered. That's it. If they start digging, just give them the standard spiel. Just whatever you feel is comfortable to get that through. You've been dealing with this a lot, Jean-Baptiste. I'm sure you can kind of think of a comeback comment just to alleviate that if they do start digging themselves, which some people may do. That's where you'll come unstuck. Start digging a hole for yourself. So just use your tact and understanding of the situation, and you'll be good.
Nice one. I'm sharp as a tack when it comes to this.
Absolutely. So off you go. Say you've been trying to leave half an hour. Hopefully get some decent wind. And how long do you expect? You think this will take you?
We should be back by any time 7:30 to 8 o'clock. So anywhere between an hour and a half. Yeah, I'll be gone by then. So again, Richardson, kind of keep an eye around about that time. You know, if another half hour to an hour has gone past and not back, then it may be worth sending a ship in their direction.
I'm gonna set a 45-minute timer. You have 45 minutes, Jean-Baptiste.
It will take 45 minutes just to get there, depending on the wind.
Get anywhere in this
set
thing.
An hour timer.
With wind like it is now, it should take 15.
Yeah, so off you go.
You have our full trust and confidence, the three of you. Make us proud. Do
Absolutely.
the Navy well.
Always. One Navy.
Absolutely.
For king and country.
For king and country.
King country.
King and country.
Godspeed.
Thank you, Richardson.
I appreciate it, but we won't need it. We've got wind and we're on a schooner. Well, sorry, on a sloop.
That's true.
Better hold on to that hat, Carrington.
Already am.
Alright, sir. Lead on.
Right, let's go down to the prison and see what's going on. Sorry, chat.
I will say this is a cluster of a situation, this entire ordeal.
It's Bradders. How you doing? So I'm trying to not run into any walls here whilst trying to catch up and chat. A second. Is this their barn, is it?
I think so. I can't get off my horse. There we go.
Oh my god, lag up here. Got it? Nice.
Hi, sir.
This is gonna get good. Space Archibald, how you doing? Ask questions and lead them while
real
it's
quick,
watching
if you don't mind me just giving you the full rundown, just so you're not caught off guard by what's going on.
So what did you do this time? Hello? You in that?
I have been talking this entire time. I presume you didn't hear me.
No, not until this moment, no.
Oh. Lovely. So, starting from the very first, you were aware of that we went out to Strongarm to try and figure out what the rumors were, at which point we found out Mr. Cleon was seeking refuge with Strongarm. He was asleep at the time due to nightmares. We actually spoke with a Mr. William who broke Mr. Cleon out. They had revoked Cleon's paperwork middle of the night while he was in his office, trapping him in his office. They got out. They both, Mr. Cleon and Mr. William, arrived at Strongarm, spoke with Mr. William, basically stating that Mr. Cedric had been dealing with pirates, has active deals with the sinners, at which point yesterday We continued on, talked with Ludogen, and then we talked with Infinite, but that was turned out no lead. We were just following leads at that point. And so we came back yesterday. We had Cleon, had William, Samantha, and another fella show up here, talked with them, found out that while, yes, that these deals are going on, they're also, mind you, that you'll find this of interest, Cedric has been making a deal with the Sinners, that the Sinners will bring their bountied ships to Ludogen, for Ludogen to sink, and they split the bounty.
Yeah.
That's an active deal that they have. On top of that, we've found out that Cedric was keeping sensitive Navy documentation, siege plans, etc., etc., spyglass sensitive material, and had them in his possession, and he was going to sell them for sell the information for coin. And so, at which point we gathered an entire an entire 2 brigantines worth of Navy men, arrived on Ludogen.
Yep, your voice is gone again.
All right, we're gonna try again.
It's back again. Yeah, you got a brigand Navyman. Yep.
Yep, brigand Navyman. At which point we showed up on their doorstep, conducted an inspection of the port under 3 different sections. 1, us being the Navy, we can do what we want. 2, them being privateers, they signed a contract that authorizes us to conduct inspections as we see fit. And 3, they have a Mythos contract, or a Mythos license, excuse me, which authorizes a port inspection for any duration, for any reason at any given time. And so we found the Navy documentation, confiscated it, and any other contraband that they had in their possession. It was in a location that was deemed, quite frankly, the only possibility was Cleon had access to it, being the 2IC, and Mr. Cedric, being the head honcho. And so we didn't arrest any of the crew at that point in time, but we were going to take Mr. Cedric under and place him under arrest.
Did the Mythos as well? Did that was that all above board? What they had? They had the license, but was the quantities and stuff? Was that okay? So it's just the just inspection. It was just the obviously the documentation from the Navy.
Yes, it was the whole thing was a prelude for us to find this documentation and seize it.
And I believe as well he wrote a couple of articles for Hard Attack Times. Strong
yes,
against libel against strong arm.
I from all witness accounts, everybody that I've talked to, even third parties, are making claims that he is in fact the one that has been causing the propaganda to sprout in the Hard Attack Times.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure what we'll get, but let's go and have a word and kind of try and see what's going on, and see how long it's around for, and so you can be the kind of the middle person, if you will, if that's okay for you, and
That is my job, sir. G'day, Doctor.
Hey.
Hello.
Do you have keys to the prison?
No, I do not. I just did a check-up on the inmate, I guess, and I'm just writing a report now.
Okay.
And what was his status medically?
He had some torn sutures from some previous injury to his abdomen and shoulder. Nothing serious. I cleaned and researched the wound, put on some fresh bandages.
You know one thing, chat, though.
So
I may not be able to
fine,
stream.
Although I'd suggest a recheck in 24 hours.
The light's not
by
on.
Hospital staff if he's still in custody, or by his own physician.
Understood.
It says in that corner, if light is on, take off glasses.
Cause him to
So I may have to put it in a box.
Be able to answer any questions.
No, he seemed fully coherent and responsive throughout my examination. The blood loss at the time was minimal, as whenever he got those previous injuries, they had already started to recover. So as long as he doesn't exert himself physically, there should be no issue with talking with him.
Is Secretary Crampton here, is she?
She was around. I believe she temporarily left while Giant was doing the intake.
Sausage videos on a
Alrighty.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to wait here. Don't want to start walking through the prison. End up getting shouted at. I've never been past this area, so see the light's not on for taking glasses off. So
that may be something we do want to change.
So that's why I want. So I stay here. So
material will be brought up.
Absolutely. So we'll see what they say, and he may decide to go to sleep for a few hours, regardless. So may not be anything to discuss. So speak to the prison staff, see what their plan is, kind of get on the same page as them, and then take it from there. Hopefully we can get answers to some of these questions. Quite interested to know.
Yes, Commodore, I must apologize as well. I've kind of taken this into my hands with the entirety of this situation.
You say you're not even on the P.L.U. register. God damn it! It's who's this random person taking over all the work? You know, it's like Ensign as well.
Aye, sir. It caught my interest as soon as we went out to have that conversation, and not something I could let go as.
Well, I say that's the thing with P.L.U. A lot of people don't actually realise how interesting it can actually get, and how often. It's usually something happens every other day.
I do enjoy.
Yeah, it's seeing from start to finish.
I don't like the fact. Yes, I don't like the fact that this entire situation is ongoing. Don't get me wrong, but I do enjoy putting my detective hat on every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. It's piecing the puzzles together. It's once you got all the pieces, start to go together nicely, and sense of achievement comes through. So, it's fine. Say you maybe have to make a decision on whether you want to be involved more or not, but certainly, as an ensign, you've got good experience with what the P.L.U. does. So, be certainly
absolutely
on the call list.
Would you be willing to to sign off that I've done my due diligence with the P.L.U.
Oh, this is your 5 hours, is it?
I guess so. It's been quite a few more hours than 5, I must admit. Nonetheless.
No, certainly, we can sign that off.
Absolutely.
You're done and dusted on that score. That'll cover you for operations as well. Although it'd probably still be handy for you to have a run through the ops clerks up there. Regardless,
of course, I'll get the going-ons from ops. I got most of it from Secretary Davenport when I first was promoted. He kind of gave me a rundown of, hey, this is the archive, this is what we do, and pretty much got the introduction 3 different times from Secretary Davenport and Master Kalani. So that was interesting. And then I got shouted at because I went into the archives one time thinking it was TAC Ops.
Get out!
Get out of my archive. Yep.
Yes, very, very precious of the books.
They're more concerned about the sorting. Like, I'm a bit of a bookworm myself, so I don't mind people looking at our books. I just don't want them to touch them and move them around. Or just how I like them.
Yes, I want to have a read of that book. No, you're not. Do not touch it. Just look at it.
Oh, that reminds me. By the way, I have 5 different reports in regards to this situation from those previous members.
Okay.
That Ops does have a copy of, but I will be sure to hand over the copies that I currently am in possession of.
I've read a load of books this evening already, so I don't know. Would they be the same ones?
Possibly.
I've created a new folder actually in the archive upstairs for Port Lutagen investigation, and there's 7 books in there already. So,
oh my!
It's
Yes, it's been a very interesting time. I'm sure I don't have any more information than what has been notated already, but I will ensure to give you a full report of the entire ongoing, just because I've seen it from start to finish.
I know it's where'd you stop and where'd you start writing notes in different books? You know, it's
Oh, let me do this. Hold on.
Have they got a bell in here or anything?
I have seven different sections of notes that I've taken from 7 different situations from 7 different people, all in regards to the same situation, with everybody having different information to give. So
Consolidation, I think, is a word of the day.
Yes, pretty much. I will consolidate everything and make sure that it gets taken care of, and you get a full report from start to finish.
Yeah, it's maybe something be quite handy to have at this moment, because at least, well, not this specific moment, of course. It's going to take you probably a little while to do it, but yeah, if you can, that's maybe something you can look at doing today whilst you're on duty. Obviously, now we have him here. That's going to be the point of the beginning of the end, I suppose, having all that information all in one book.
Absolutely.
But I'm not sure what head office have as well.
There is a very real possibility that I'm going to have to very quickly go to sleep and go to nightmares
no
and
problem.
be gone for a week. Plus.
Well, get writing.
If that does happen, and I do not get the opportunity to write up that book, are you okay with a raven being sent of all the information?
Yes, yeah, no, that's fine. I can send that from London.
One of those issues of I can't control it.
No, absolutely no. Just do what you can. You know, things happen and get called back to London, then so be it. But just make sure at least the individual books you have all been put down at P.L.U, and at least we've got those.
Absolutely.
Take the rest from there. But what is there a way to get hold of prison staff without kind of yelling? I don't really like yelling. It's kind of quite rude.
I was gonna say we could yell. I don't know. Actually, Doctor.
I think there is a ship spell somewhere, but I don't know where.
Probably behind a locked door.
Probably. Are you needed here further, perchance? Or could you run an errand for me?
I can run an errand. I literally just need to make some copies of a book and then hand that to Warden Giant.
Gotcha. Could you possibly run up to High Command, see if you can find Secretary Davenport, Secretary Puffins, and or Vice Admiral Webster?
Alright, will do.
You could take my horse. It's in the barn. So if you go out to the right,
big pink door.
Right again, big pink door.
Great, thank you.
It'll be Blackjack that you're looking for.
Sorry, what's that? I didn't catch it.
You're fine. It'll be Blackjack that you're looking. You don't have keys to this door, do you?
I don't think so.
Or
no.
There is a food barrel that I'm going to pull out of.
Maybe if I kind of say hello, do you think is that?
I would say so.
If they're in the process of printing through it, maybe. Hello, is Commodore Smythe. Is anyone in the prison available? Staff? End up having an inmate shouting, "Yes, I'm available."
Yeah, we've had that before, unfortunately.
No, I've never been past the this carpet, so it's a little new experience for me.
Yeah, it's I've done this a time or two. I did this before, did the prison staff. Oh my god, I was a rainbow of colors on my uniform before the storm. I was working in the instructor office, I was working part-time prison, part-time trade, I had yellow gloves, I had purple stripes going down my pants and a blue vest on my jacket.
Blimey.
Yeah, I I should have done something else.
Well, it sounds like there wasn't enough colours around for you to do anything else.
Well,
you had most of them.
I had Secretary Davenport saying if I got another job, I'd end up having to paint my coat whatever color.
Be like a Harley Quinn, different colours.
Indeed. But I trained under Master's Mate Bly, may God rest his soul, when he was still vice warden of the prison. Apparently everything's changed, from what I keep hearing. For better or for worse, I don't know. I hope for better, to be frank.
Well, we always hope for better, don't we? But yeah, it's
indeed.
Sometimes better's not always the best way for some people.
This is true. Alright, I'm realizing I am extremely dehydrated. I'm going to go think about some water, some much needed water.
No, absolutely. I'll give him a couple of minutes, or another minute or so, and I'll probably yell and start crying. May come down with that.
Why is nobody listening to me? Alright, give me just a few.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so if that light is on, there's a sign there. Just about to see it. If that light is on, I need to take my glasses off, but the light's not on a minute. So we're kind of good. Shooting. There's no one here. On there. Can't remember what books I got on here now. So that's what he's doing just now, isn't it? That one's okay. Okay, giant board, members of Polish good.
Big old thing of water.
Do you know the name Malachi Black? Is that Sailor Black, is it?
Malachi Black.
And just have a report from referencing Malachi Black. There's a Sailor Black on one of the voyage logs. I'm just wondering if it's him. Didn't recognise the name before with the report. Also just wondering why sailors are writing voyage logs. Not there's no written rule against it, of course, but
there's been an influx of that happening, actually. Master Kalani's not a happy camper with that.
No, it's it's usually kind of a master or ensign upwards, really. Certainly not a sailor.
I had a nice long conversation with Master Kalani. I got a bit of a talking to because I had authorized one of you remember the combat about almost a week and a half ago where I sunk the Macadamia, correct?
Yeah.
I had authorized a cadet and Mr. Brown to file the report. Mr. Brown because, well, he was awake when I was not because I fell asleep during during combat, that was a interesting time. So I had him file the voyage log, and then I actually saw, while the cadet was still a cadet going through training, Instructor Lee had the cadet write up a voyage log for that voyage instead of like a theoretical voyage, just because it's easier to do it that way. And frankly, I liked her report a lot better than what I would have wrote. Had a lot more detail, actually had time frames, had sectors, had which islands we were near during which section of combat. So I told her to file that report. And then I found out 9 other of my crew had filed a report.
Yes, only need one report. Is usually more than sufficient for most voyages.
Correct. The reason I had 2 was because one had more information than the other, and one had information the other didn't, and vice versa. So that collection of information is always useful.
No, absolutely. But yeah, how are we doing?
Doctor?
So I couldn't find any of them. I spoke to Master Kalani, and she will...
Oh, your voice has gone with the wind.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, can now, yeah.
Okay.
Can we kick Secretary Davenport awake?
Okay, I'll let her know, as she wants me to make sure that I'll let her do the kicking, as I...
oh, no, yeah,
absolutely. She would do the kicking.
Tell her it's in regards to our voyages the past couple of days.
Okay, I'll kick her now.
Thank you. He's gonna telepathically kick. I've never seen this happen before.
He's a doctor. You know, these all doctors all...
toxicology.
They're all
Is
wizards.
that how doctors work?
They're all wizards, you know?
Oh god, that makes so much more sense why Damien was the way he was.
Yeah, they kind of on a pretense of being normal, but actually they're clearly not. Half the stuff they get up to, it's always a minor miracle.
I have a question, actually, if you don't mind, Commodore. Is this a...
Oh god, your voice has disappeared. Is it this... Is there
Maybe
magic...
this building or this location, I don't know.
No,
is this a common occurrence with the higher I go, the more information I have to deal with on a daily basis?
Yes. Next question.
What did I sign up for?
Well, actually, you say you deal with more information. Well, yes, you do, but you don't deal with half as much as you should do, because half of it goes missing before it gets to you. So that's the hardest. That's the hardest part. It's realizing. Oh.
Did you hear that?
It sounded like we're about to get blown up.
That's yes.
No, sounded like a candle. Is it?
It sounded like somebody was lighting a cigar.
Hello, any prison staff available? Commodore Smythe? It's good yell. I'm not sure how far that goes though with these walls.
If I had to take a guess, sir, it goes all the way down to Captain Murphy's house.
Oh, okay. So hopefully.
So plenty of area covered.
Ah, is someone?
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, are you okay, Miss Giant? That door kind of got a hold of you.
The wind blowing the door. Sorry to disturb you. Yes, I'm just wondering what the situation is with your guest. Obviously, he's a quite important figure within the privateer investigations and such. So, I'm just wondering what the situation is. Have you got any plans for questioning, etc., etc.?
So the awkward thing is, everybody that would be questioning him is off playing
board games. Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're kicking them awake as we speak.
Yeah. Basically just waiting on that. He's just in the dungeon, just chilling out and all that stuff. Not in a cell or anything like that.
Okay. How's he
Would you-
been? Sorry.
Cooperative. I mean, he is wondering what it is about and all that stuff, and unfortunately, I can't really give that information because
Yeah.
I don't know the full
I was
details.
going to say, do you know the details at
Would
all?
you-
I was there this morning, last night. I don't, you know,
Yes.
but I honestly, it's been a while since that time going out and all. I
Would-
know it was something about a paperwork and all. Shouldn't have.
Yes. Would you mind if I and Commodore, this goes to you as well. Would you mind if I conversated with him just to kind of that way he's not in limbo? Obviously, within vehicle operative,
No,
he kind
I wouldn't. To be honest, as I say,
Okay.
you know, if you were, then I'll take that step. But how, do you know how long he's going to be awake for? How long can you hold him for without any conversation? Because I assume he was just arrested, so he must have been given a reason why. But I guess you're going to hold him for so long.
I gave him the reason that we were given with the sensitive information, conspiracy to commit treason.
Okay, so he is aware of why he's been arrested then, so that's fine. So, in regards to the prison side of things, how long can you actually hold him for, without anyone actually speaking to him?
Usually we try to get people out for an hour, but then again, this is kind of a special case. The longest we can hold somebody is for 24 hours and sometimes up to 48 hours.
Okay.
I don't see that happening. I think Secretary Blackwater, once he's aware of, or excuse me, Davenport is aware that he is in our custody, he's going to be springing out of bed immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Secretary Crampton, I believe she was involved though. Was she not bringing him up here? Did she have to go?
They're back there.
Oh, she's out. So maybe having a word with the secretary then. See how she wishes to go, because we could actually ask questions if she wants to go that route. But again, I don't want to step on people's toes. You know, if someone from Ferguson or Davenport are going to wake up, then obviously Davenport was the lead on the kind of the search and investigation yesterday at the port. So. See with the documentation and such, but obviously I'm aware of the situation as well, so do have an interest in resolving this as soon as possible, because currently lost a privateer, or a good privateer at the moment, and potentially two been affected by this, so it's making us a little bit weaker at the moment.
And also, doctor, if you want the paperwork in the mailbox, you can head off to the summoning bells.
Who got arrested? Can't say.
Before I do that, do you want me to reach out to Master Kalani again and make sure she got the raven I sent her?
Yes,
she hasn't responded. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Appreciate your assistance. Okay.
Is it just me, or is everybody's voices, as of recently, started like sounding? I don't know how to say it
odd,
other than static.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't understand a word you just said, and it's not your fault, unfortunately.
Hello.
Alright. I can hear the Commodore fine. For some reason, it's just Miss Giant. But I can make out what you say, so you're not completely incommunicado.
I think if we can have a word with Secretary Crampton and see what she says, and take it from there.
I will say I'm a little bit worried that Secretary Crampton And this is by no means, shape, or form a personal accusation. I have no doubt Secretary is able to do her job and do it effectively. In fact, I've seen it several times. My worry is that she's going to have a tainted view on the, not the outcome, but the suspect of this individual, just based off of, well, the fact that he was placed under witness protection before anything was ever investigated.
Yeah. Do you think Secretary Crampton could just come and have a couple of minutes? Just to, well, I say I'm not around for much longer, unfortunately. So I want to just make sure before I head off, I know what is happening exactly, because we've had issues where people have been let go before because all the facts haven't been known for whatever reason, and yeah, I don't want a repeat of that due to the lack of information or understanding of what's going on. So I'm just wondering, yeah, is it possible you can go and see if she can come down for 5 minutes and we can have a catch up and make sure we're on the same page? I appreciate that. Thank you all. Yeah, so I've got about 40 minutes. Could get the question done quite quick, but again, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. But yeah,
absolutely.
And certainly,
like I said,
sorry, just to finish off as well. Your request to question him, please don't take that as a spite on your ability. Absolutely. I know you're more than capable of doing it, but again, Ensign questioning a high priority figure probably wouldn't go down too well without authorization from a secretary. So it's yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble or me.
That's perfectly fine. Would you have an issue with me posing the request to Secretary Davenport when he arrives?
No. Obviously, good training and understanding of the judicial system that we have going here. So I think as an ensign, you should be aware of it. Obviously, the partaking of it is probably going to be very minimal. Of course, you stood in the corner with your hands behind your back and maybe get to ask a question. But I think generally it'll just be a case of eyes and ears open and mouth shut, just to make sure that the train of thought isn't missed by the person asking the questions.
Absolutely.
But again, that's if any of the secretaries actually finish playing their board games. I don't know. It's
what type of board games do they even play? Like, surely, are they playing?
I don't know. I thought High Command are only capable of playing like Tiddlywinks. You don't usually need a board for that.
Who knows? Maybe they could be playing Battleship.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
Oh God.
I wonder if you sync the list.
You're right. Give me just 1 second. Do I want to answer this? Do I not want to answer this? I don't know.
Secretary Crampton, how are we doing? Long time no see.
Secretary.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm going back to London to take care of some paperwork and logistics. So I'm going to be gone for a week. But
is that from
I'm glad
today?
I ran into you. Yes, I'll be going out today.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your trip home, and don't get stuck in too many bars while you're down there.
I don't think I'll have much time for that, but
that's what they all say. They come back red-faced and rosy-cheeked because all the red wine they've had.
That's mostly the sailors. Now, I can't promise I won't have a bottle of wine every night.
Say no more. Say no more. Just make sure I have a cigar every now and again. Anyway,
so how are you
down to business. No, good. Obviously, just catching up with stuff, and yeah, I've read quite a few of the reports and all the bits and pieces. Been filled in verbally with what's going on. So, yeah.
Right. Can you give an overview? Because I am so confused.
How in depth do you want it? This obviously all stems from Port Lutegan. I tell you what, Ensign.
Sorry.
Richardson has kind of inaugurated himself into the P.L.U. Unofficially, so he's knee deep in it. So if you can give the secretary just the bullet points of the company involved and the main points of his arrest,
Because this particular individual, before we go into deep, this particular individual is a dear friend of mine.
Yes,
So that's what bothers me.
Yeah, conflict of interest.
Yes. I will say, it is unfortunate that this has happened, but the facts are proving against him, as it were. As of right now, we have several parties, including third parties, that are making claims towards this individual. In fact, we were, just to put it bluntly, ma'am, we had 4 members that were previously Port Ludigen as of 72 hours ago. Cleon being one that came forward and informed us that Cedric has been buying information off of the centers to then turn around and sell, such as classified Navy documents to the highest degree, as well as battle plans, siege plans, aftermath of the failed siege on the centers. There are accusations that, as of right now, are relatively unfounded until proven otherwise, where he has been making under-the-table deals with the centers to include the sinking, the arrival of certain bountied ships into Port Ludigen's port for Port Ludigen to then sink and claim the bounty and then split half and half with the centers, making several trade deals for armaments. We were informed actually yesterday that every bit of armament that the centers used against His Majesty's Navy were sold by Port Ludigen to the centers and then turned against us. It is also, there are also several claims from the citizens of Port Ludigen, the true citizens that know absolutely nothing, that Mr. Cedric, and by no means, shape, or form, and I cannot stress this enough, ma'am, I'm not placing accusation on you. I need to make that very clear before I can say what I'm saying. Sorry?
Just be forward.
When you placed him into protective custody or witness protection, there are mass amount of claims that he took off with the 100 gold owned by the port, and has gone away with that coin, with or without your knowing. That is still up in the air. I presume, and frankly giving you the benefit of the doubt, because frankly I trust you and I know you know how to do your job and you wouldn't jeopardize that, having absolutely no knowing about this before giving him that protective custody.
Absolutely not. I had no idea that any of this was happening.
There's also
I did know that Ironside, he was scared for his life, and someone had come over to graffiti signs at the port, and he was worried that Ironside, when he got released, him or Mr. Sig, would come after him. So I did what I did best. Protection. I had no knowledge of the rest of this.
There's also the
credible.
Well, there's a libel as well, isn't there, for Hard Attack Times? That he's been writing articles against Strong Arm in the Hard Attack Times, basically being making up lies about them.
I still haven't read.
So there's at least 2 articles that Cleon knows about that were written by him, kind of pro sinner on that side. So.
Congratulations, Doctor. You now know more than what you should.
Doctors are sworn to secrecy.
He's also
busy writing paperwork.
He's also treating Mr. Cedric for his stitches because he keeps ripping.
No, I trust the doctor explicitly. I know
It's in that
fact.
code to keep confidentiality.
Yes.
So.
Much as you keep
plus-
your patient's information secret, you are to keep this under lock and key. Is that understood, Doctor?
Aye. And
Beautiful.
just to inform you, Master Kalani threw a plushie at Secretary Davenport, and he was unable to wake up. But she did mention that High Command is communicating about the matter.
Do we have any information about what High Command wants to do as of this point?
No, at least not to me. I don't know if Master Kalani will be talking to you directly or through me. I am unsure.
Should I go have that conversation with her, Commodore?
There's not much conversation you have. Secretary Crampton, do you have any ideas when the adults will stop playing with their board games?
1 to 2
I
hours.
don't know when they'll be done with their board games.
I just kicked the Vice Admiral. It'll be 1 to 2 hours, and Secretary, I got the information.
Okay.
It took about 3 or 4 kicks, but I got it.
You got what information?
Charges.
Oh! Yes.
Is that the charges for? Would be interested to hear those. Do we need? Sorry. Yeah. Spyglasses off for this?
I don't know. I just assume so. I would say yes just to be safe.
Yes,
I don't have twitchy eyes.
No. Well,
I'm going
I
to
do.
say this.
So,
yes, twitchy eyes need to be silenced and put in a box as of this point.
Give me 1
Since
minute.
it-
Just gonna do some. 1 second. 1 minute.
Oh, give me a second. There's something I need to do.
Alright, sorry, chat. I'll be back. 1 second.
I don't have twitchy eyes, but the only...
Now where these cats will sit. The room is empty. What do we do now? Willie's a twat.
Way down south where the cocks do crow, way down in Florida, them girls all dance to the old banjo, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That brown gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Oh, what can you do in Tampa Bay, way down in Florida? But give them yellow girls all your pay, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That brown girl of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Them Cardiff girls ain't got no frills, way down in Florida. They're skinny and tight as catfish gills, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That brown gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Oh, why do them little girls love me so, way down in Florida? Because I don't tell all I know, and I'll roll the wood pile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That brown gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Oh, one more pull, and that will do, way down in Florida. For we're the boys to kick her through, and we'll roll the wood pile down.
man on the Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So here I lay in my 23rd year. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. It's been 6 years since we sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers.
Hamlets and Dales, from Sydney and Bristol and Yorkshire we hail, right in the finest of summertime gales. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla, and it's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla. Our wake it is bursting right over the pier. The engines do carry this bold chevalier to face the brave Abdullah Bulbul Amir. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla, and it's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla. And it's hauler straight over and hard to the right. The waters are clear and the sand it is white. Old Mr. Stofford will set us alight. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla, and it's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla. Well, the wind it is fair and the stars have aligned. We'll sell our salt cod for sweet olives and wine, and string up the Kaiser by Thanksgiving time. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla, and it's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids. We're bound for the Bay of Suvla. We are bound for the Bay of Suvla. Down the Moran Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. Oh, she looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a winsome elf that I pinched myself for to see I was standing there. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, well I scratched my head and I looked with a feeling rare. And I said, says I, to a passer-by, who's that maid with the nut brown hair? Well, he smiled at me and we said, says he, she's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid unseen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Well, I've travelled a bit, but I've never been hit since my roving career began. Yeah, but fair and square I surrendered there to the charm of old Rosie McCann. With a heart to let and no tenant yet did I meet and a row began. Yeah, but in she went and I asked no rent from the start of the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down.
Sorry, chat. Oh, there we are. Oh, sorry about that. Yep, no problem. It wasn't on when we came here, so that's why I asked a question, and they put it on, so yeah. Got my eyeglasses back on, but I'm leaving now anyway, so yeah, I saw the signs, and yeah, that's not an issue at all. So, yeah, excellent. Right, good job, and yeah, looks like got a second rug in here by the looks of it. It's taken a while, so we'll see how long it takes him to wake up.
Alright.
Thanks for your help, Doctor.
Well,
sorry about that. Right, did you enjoy the shanties? Was it good? You know nothing. To me, I would have just allowed that to be streamed, but unfortunately, people meta, and it just spoils it.
You too.
You probably saw too much as it was, but again, kind of been around RP worlds long enough to know at what point things kind of get a bit more sensitive, so to speak. So, but yeah, it'll come out over the next few hours. So I'm going to go back to the P.L.U. and it's funny how certain things people know can be used not necessarily straight away, but maybe later on. You know, if people get information and they change what they're doing, either consciously or subconsciously, you know, it's like the it's just weird meta, isn't it? It's just, if there's a way just to not have that word exist at all, then it'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
That was my.
I'm stuck between two horses.
Why are you up here?
Oh, absolutely stuck. But yeah, I'll see, kind of read out the charges, kind of discuss kind of the plan of action and who's doing what and stuff like that. So it's more for the outliers that may be watching, that pick up bits of information that they never knew that they could use to change the story, or yeah, it's just meta, you know. Is it a thing? Is it not a thing? It's just something that's frustrating. And I've got books to file, but when I'm filing them, the prison RP, some of the most beautiful RP is the server, but people can't see most of it because of the meta. Yeah, it's annoying because I used to do GTA RP before this, and I used to be in the PD, as most people, streamers, try to be. So I did like 2.5 years of GTA RP, and I used to love like the prison stuff. You know, the chase and stuff was good, but if you got some good RPers and got them in the cells and started asking questions and stuff like that, you know, you used to get some really good stuff out of it. And yeah, we didn't like redact that stuff. I've not seen many GTA servers, if any, that actually redact anything. You know, it's kind of strange why Darkside do it. I don't know why Darkside redacts stuff. I know as well, I think a couple of weeks ago, or a short time ago, Ven mentioned briefly that, you know, oh well, you know, if it gets out, it gets out. You know, it's there. But yeah, kind of very, very heavy on redacting stuff for some reason. I've tended to notice it more since 5.0. I can't remember it quite being as heavy, apart from in NID. Actually, in the NID building itself, you know, or the operations rooms where it had the maps and stuff, which obviously was useful information for people who were about to be attacked, because they could see what was going to do and stuff. So it's kind of valid reasons for it, but yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's, for me, I'd just like to just stream everything, let everyone see everything. You know, if people meta it, then you know it gets meted, and you know it spoils the story. But you know, I'm big enough and old enough to kind of suck it up and just get on with it for the most part. So, but yes, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Red Act means censor or rewind and forget. Yeah. I think an example was raid 2 days before, and then whole other all puckles, and people in Navy were like, "How did they know though? How did they know?" Sorry, did I say thank you to Rogan OG Joker 88 for the follows? I appreciate those follows. We're not far off the 2,000 mark. Not far off the 2,000 mark. So appreciate your support with that. But yeah, I don't. I'm not a big fan of putting people in a box because you kind of rush the RP because you know you got people in a box, and you miss out as well. You know, and it's just like for me, you know, I like RP and I like streaming the RP because people can watch the stories from different views and see what's happening, and you know, enjoy kind of the picture involved. Or people choose just to watch one or two streamers, that's it, where others jump around. You know, I jump around a lot of streams on Darkside. You know, it's not just Navy, you know, it's Civs as well, and I don't have the time. I'm working and real life and family and stuff. I don't have the time to be here in the game to know what's going on, but I don't meta any of it. You know, I know I knew all of this. I knew all of this before I came on today because I watched 2 VODs whilst I was at work. So I know all of this, but I didn't meta any of it. You know, it's like, no, I didn't know anything, don't know anything, don't know anything. I've read reports, and you know, so that's the way everyone should do it. But unfortunately, they don't. Space Archibald, thank you for your follow. Eventually, but no, appreciate the follows. Let me get this filed away. There's orders. Maybe orders. That needs to go upstairs. Don't know what that one was. That's a bounty quest. Hotel Royale. Alright, what's it coming in here for? My brain's not working. There's VCP. Okay, so that can go into here. So this is all the Port Luton reports just from this last kind of 36-48 hours. All these reports in
Commodore, are you present?
Yep, just upstairs. Hang on, your voice is...
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my god.
Good night, Commodore. Sorry for falling asleep.
No problem. Was the rug comfy? No masses, mate. How are you doing?
It was actually.
Very well, sir.
Good. So, what's the deal? What's going on?
Do you need the area? I can...
No.
fuck off, as it were.
Wow, okay. That was straight to the point, but no, you're fine. Yeah, so...
I think she'll make a fantastic lead instructor, if I do say so myself.
Tell that to the cadets, yeah.
Maybe that's what the cadets need, sir. Maybe they
See.
need a little
Come here.
strength.
Fuck off.
Not the position I was looking for when I joined His Majesty's Royal Navy, but I'll take it.
Mm.
This is fair.
You know,
I was never looking to be an ensign, to be fair.
Mm.
But
Well, here you are now.
Right.
Regretting it.
Indeed.
Regretting every minute of it, aren't you?
At some points, yes. There are other points that I'm actually okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, you kind of you're okay with the process, I think.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty certain, say once the grown-ups finish playing their board games, they'll certainly a couple of them will be on duty. So just just hang tight until they're back and take from there. I did ask for Turner to obviously come down to grab you when question does start. I would like you to be there, even if it's just standing in the background to say you know what's going on, but certainly don't think there'll be an issue you being there. If they don't let you in, just obviously say as a request of myself. If they still refuse, obviously just make a note and let me know as to why. And say it is important that the P.L.U. is kept in the loop. I know obviously it's a bigger issue, but you know we still have privateers that are relying on testimony from him to help us with our investigations and kind of clearing the air with potentially quite a lot of this stuff.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I will make addition. From everybody that I've spoken to, civilians, other port towns, and the like, I think the other accusations are unfounded towards that other group. I don't know how much you want me to say.
Was this what Jean-Baptiste is looking into?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I have asked him to get names of individuals and companies and such, and he says he has got that. So that's quite hard evidence if people are willing to put their names and testimony against it as well. So yeah, so I said to him, and just so you're aware, when you speak to him, I'm sure he will, but I did say to him specifically, do not put any documentation up to High Command without giving me a copy. Obviously, I don't expect him to hold on to it until I've seen it, because I'm not around as much as I would like, and would be able to, of course, but I'll be around tomorrow. But this is stuff that needs to be up there, so ensure that any documentation in general for the P.L.U., regardless, it's all got a date on, because still I'm finding documentation reports with no date on. That's one of the most important things you can have. I have no idea how old these reports are, whether it's like today or yesterday or last week. I have no idea. So make sure the dates are on it. Make sure the copy is left in my desk, so I have a copy of what HQ is seeing. So there's no issues on that side. I'm sure that makes sense to most people on there. So, but yeah, see what Jean-Baptiste comes with on that, and take it from there. But yeah, if we can certainly clear the air on his side and the high attack times and such, then that's good for me, good for everyone else.
Hopefully we can get this figured out in this cluster, because that's what this. I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it because it's true. This is turned into quite a cluster of a situation.
It could have been avoided
if
it could have been avoided if the privateers came forward instead of trying to fix stuff that they knew is going to be a big issue if it came out, and it's come out and it's a big issue. So it's integrity and being sensible, which unfortunately they were completely lacking, and they could have addressed this issue weeks ago and it would have never got this far.
Absolutely.
But as the saying goes, that's how the biscuit crumbles, and here we are.
Indeed. There's another saying. What is it that Hex always says? Shit always rolls downhill. Sometimes it rolls uphill, and it just happens to be this is one of those occasions where it's rolling uphill. So.
Yeah, it's making a right bloody mess as well.
Sisyphus is shit, if you will.
Sorry, what was that?
The Greek story of the gentleman who keeps rolling the boulder up the hill, if I recall correctly.
Oh, who is it?
Sisyphus, if I'm not mistaken.
Sisyphus. Oh, okay. So missed that when my my Greek mythology lessons at school. No, it's yeah. The Greeks had got up to a lot of things, didn't they, in their time?
This is true. All right, sir. We'll keep you, or we won't keep you any further.
No, I'm just doing the filing, so.
Absolutely. I gotta have a conversation with Miss Dimmelman, and then I'll wait around for Turner's report. Then wait for the big boys to wake up, or stop playing their board games at the very least.
Absolutely, and yeah, don't forget as well. Make sure that sloop comes back.
Absolutely.
I filed their voyage log in the. Have you? I need to give. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, so you have to answer.
Okay.
Are you wanting to go on not the billet, but just the roster for the P.L.U?
I wouldn't have an issue with it. I think I've been doing a lot of P.L.U. related things at this point. I wouldn't have an issue with it, no.
Okay, so that does mean you need to come down here when you're not doing anything, okay, and speak to the customers and do your bartending duty. You know, listen to them cry, make them laugh, take the reports, pay them money.
Absolutely.
And such, but no, it's quite a simple process. But yeah, it's in that case, I can grab you a set of keys so you can come and go a bit more freely. But yes, if I put your name down, please use any spare time that you do have to come down for an hour or half an hour and just make sure that there's some cover down here. But obviously, being an ensign, obviously when you do voyages and such, you'll be on the first list to either go straight away or get a crew together, such like. So
absolutely,
yeah. Might help for your promotion up to LT as well, being a bit more qualified in certain areas.
If you listen close enough, you can hear John Baptiste's heart breaking across the ocean.
Oh God.
That man has a hard-on for becoming a ship captain, so...
Oh God, really?
This is true.
He really does. I think that's why he's busting his arse so much here.
Better keep on that sloop, eh?
No.
There we are.
He's got the chops, he's just not experienced enough, in my opinion.
Well, we'll see how he goes. You know, it's got good opportunity here to, you know, he's out there on a ship now, on a sloop. You know, maybe move up to a schooner. Maybe, you know, let's get his promotions in and yeah, then do the hard work, put applications through. But no, it's good. It's good to know what his intentions are actually. You see, he's very keen going out all the time, so that's probably why.
He's been talking about it since we were cadets.
He is quite capable. I must add. He's a very capable sailor.
He is. Hopefully not overexcited. But no. What house is he in, by the way?
Worthington, sir.
Ah, okay. So yeah. How's he on a brig? Is he good? Does it get involved?
When he needs to be. He's a damn good cannoneer. He's marine trained, and I've boarded with him a couple times. He's capable of handling himself.
No, it's good. Okay, well, it's good to know these little bits about people who work here. So thank you for the information. Okay, yeah. Is there anything else? Hello, Sailor. You just.
Oh, she's with me. Sorry.
You're all together, are you? Okay, it's just in case anything's separate.
Where'd you come
Hendrix sort of pops out whenever she feels like it.
Hendrix? Anything with?
Yes, there's
of
three of them.
The same variety, aye.
Oh my word. Okay, yeah, well, wonderful. Welcome.
There's 2 sailors and then the lieutenant.
Whip him into shape.
Indeed.
They've already gotten through all my training, so by all means, they are certified.
Excellent. So, so it's okay. So we've got 3 Hendrix. How do we differentiate between all 3 of them? Is it A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3?
The lieutenant is male, so that makes that easy. And he's so. Then there's me and my sister. We are twins. She usually has purple hair, though.
Ah, was going to say thank God for that. So twins, it's like Hendrix twins. Okay. So one's got purple hair, or different color hair generally.
Aye, sir. I tend to stick with the more natural colors, and she's a little bit more fun on.
Excellent. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Well, welcome. Yes, it's always usually a family affair on most deployments. So yes, see how that goes. Excellent. Okay, right. I'm going to finish filing these away. Then I'll be heading off. So yeah, just leave any reports in my desk. Let me grab these keys for you before you go though, and that will get you in here and upstairs. Well, you get upstairs anyway, but get through these front doors anyway.
Absolutely.
Do you?
Sorry. So Richard is saying everything's false and Baptiste is still pushing the narrative.
Aye.
That's got to be fun when you got one side saying one thing's completely false and it's like, yeah, and I'm stuck in the middle. And then got High Command got a load of different information that we haven't got here, and they make completely strange decisions.
Either.
Probably
Against the evidence that's been given. So yeah, this story arc is going to be interesting to see what the outcome is. I want to look Navy keychains. Oh my bloody god! How many keychains do we need?
Ow, Vega.
I'm not even going to ask you. You managed that.
Vega.
Put his name on here.
This is my happy place. This is my happy place.
You picked the P.L.U. as your happy place.
This is not P.L.U. This is outside the P.L.U.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
Yes.
I guess the secretary goes where the secretary wants.
Exactly.
Notice how he's starting to get used to the role too.
How do you spell?
Catch me.
Co-ord. You don't spell coordinate. It's double O, isn't it? It's double. Is it one O? That's coordinate. It's coordinator. It's usually like with a thing in it. Holy crap on a handbasket. Jesus Christ, Vega.
What did you do? Oh god. I don't want to know.
Don't harass the Commodore.
I've just pooped my pants. My god.
Yep.
I was writing up a note on the board and he's like sneaks in behind me, turn around and there's a big Mr. Vega stood behind me. It's like oh, Jesus Christ.
That quite often actually. Oh god.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. What?
Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
What's going on? Hello? Hello?
Hey, sir? Are you okay, sir?
I'm very confused.
Someone take me away. Right.
Get away.
You have keys. Your name is on the crew sheet upstairs in the office. I'll put you down as ops coordinator for now. And
understood.
So your name's on there officially on that side. So yeah, just get trained up with the rest of the pieces you're not sure about, and yeah, crack on with this bit. And I shall let all three of you go.
Absolutely.
So unless there's anything else.
Aye, sir. I've got nothing else myself, Miss Demoman, Miss Hendricks.
You're the one who wanted to talk to me, sir.
That is true. I don't know if you came down here to talk with the Commodore. So.
And if you use a P.L.U. horse, make sure you bring it back, okay? And don't use it if you're just going to go on a ship. Leave the horse down here, so we need the horses for urgent matters.
Absolutely.
So, Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Leave the saddle upstairs in the admin office, in the desk. There's a big pocket in the desk for the saddle.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Speak of the devil enough times and he appears.
Oh my word.
All right, sir.
There's a Mr. Baptiste.
Bonjour.
Speak of
People
the
are talking about?
Yes.
Always.
Oh no.
Have you an update?
Of the situation that I want to go check in on?
Indeed.
Yes. Do you want to go upstairs and talk about it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, Vega. How are you doing?
We can
Sorry,
talk
Demoman.
later, sir. It's fine. Everything.
You come all down this way, and
Richardson.
I can't speak to you. So yeah. Well, actually, it should only take a couple of minutes if you want to wait. More than
Yeah,
well.
it's fine. I'm just bored doing things,
Yeah,
running around,
I
and scaring people. You know,
Well,
that's a normal thing.
We're doing a good job
I
at
will
that.
catch up with you momentarily.
I'll catch up with you soon, Vega. Okay, yeah.
It's your call.
Oh,
my God, just
Give me just a few.
Dr. Core.
Right.
Debatable.
Oh,
Telephone game. Coordinates?
Through you with the horse, I was saying, man.
Not coordinates. It's coordinate. Coordinator.
Oh God.
Do you want me here for this conversation, sir, or do you want?
Yeah, you may as well be.
Well,
No.
Okay.
It's handy for. So you'll be around a bit. Anyway, so.
Understood.
Jean Baptiste, do I need to plug my ears for this?
No. For the most part, it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Actually, for the sake of Secretary Ferguson's business in this case, in this aspect.
Can you split the two, or not?
Yes, I can.
Well, if you can easily enough, do it that way, and let me know when I have to plug my ears.
I
I'll
guess
do
we
that.
put
Okay.
in the instructor's office.
Aye. Give me one moment. Let me just refresh the
Yeah, no problem.
my mind of the things.
Bring the horse, please.
Oh.
You did great. Go me. I can spell. Because they had coordinator in the UK.
What? Give me a moment.
Yeah, give him a moment. I don't think he knows we can hear him.
Aye, that was unintentional.
That's a bird. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, no, fucking.
It's-
Jesus Christ. No, like, you know what it is, like, I get it.
Yes, busy heads. It's fine. We've all been there. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I've done that. I've done that too many times. I never used to know you could actually talk with the book open. And yeah, so I used to talk away with the book open, and people, it's like, oh, okay.
I would speak to the voices in my head, and this was not even here. This was in,
In relation to what I went to go speak to Raven Rock about. Okay. To the knowledge of the two Raven Rock members that were there, one of them being the leader and governor, the co-governor of the island, they have no knowledge of the removal of the letter of marque, but they do attest that they were a bit pushy with joining, and did repeatedly state about the tax, not the tax, was it taxing? What's the word that we're using for it now, man?
Tariff.
Tariff, okay.
I believe it's the 10 gold they charge on their network bounties. Or not 10 gold, 10 silver.
No, it's 10 gold.
Is it 10 gold?
It's 10 gold.
Last I heard it was 10 silver per contract.
So hang on, Strong Armor charging other privateers 10 gold for payment for jobs that they give the privateers.
Something like this. If you hunt in their waters or you sink a ship alongside them, there is a certain fee. I have confirmed this with.
Oh, I was gonna say
Riptide.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I have confirmed that with Riptide. That the last time that they sunk a ship with the assistance of Strong Arm present, there was a 10 gold fee that was heavily suggested that they pay due to their much needed assistance, in their words.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I do know. I've heard rumors of that tariff, and I do know they also just have a general one on contracts in the Red Network. But the one that I heard for Red Network contracts was 10 silver per contract, just to give some context.
No, I knew, obviously with the Red Network, the contracts that Strong Arm were given, it was said at the beginning that they would take a percentage of the fee. So, the White Cell company would, charge a gold, for example, and then, Strong Arm would take 10% of that, and then privateers would get 90% of it. So, and that's how we believe it was working. But if they've obviously got a fixed tariff, then that's not an issue per se, but it has to be equal for everybody and not made up on the spot. And certainly nothing over exorbitant for what the tariff is referring to. So
they did charge Port Lutegen about 50 gold to leave the Red Network, according to this report as well.
This is
coming from a trusted
this is all kind of new information process. So
especially with things with how Port Lutegen's been recently, I don't know your source.
This is speaking unbiasedly. They did not gather this from Port Lutegen.
All right.
Okay. So was that Jean-Baptiste? Was that your last kind of call, I suppose, before you can finish off this report?
Coming in?
Do you need to see anybody else, or is this you kind of done with your investigative work? It sounds like you have a lot of information already.
Yeah, I will say I have enough information to faithfully file a report, full report, and write a full thing on it. But there is one thing.
Okay.
There is one privateer company that I would like to speak to, and that being unlisted.
Okay. When do you think you'll do that?
I could do that right now. I have the energy and the ability to head down there right now and speak to them.
Okay.
Of all of the privateers, I have the best relationship with unlisted.
Okay. Yeah. So if you once you do that, then I'll probably say call it quits there. Sounds like you have a lot of information. You can keep digging around more and more, but get your report wrote up. Get a copy on my desk. Once you get it referenced and stuff. If it can hold till tomorrow before you put up to high command, but obviously if you do need to put up sooner than that, then feel free, go for it. But yeah, make sure I have a copy of what high command get. Okay.
Of course.
And then
I will say the one other thing that was mildly concerning. They are very. Oh, good lord! I had it in the front of my mind before man started talking. They just the way that this thing about their taxing, right? They are saying people that do not pay their tariff, their tax that they are giving them, will be marked as pirates in the future. And a note that I have on that, with an incident that we had yesterday with the Strong Arms, they mentioned something about hanging a lot of pirates recently, and with those two things coming together, I am mildly concerned with which pirates they're killing.
Strong Arm have apparently been saying that they've been hanging pirates themselves.
They've been killing pirates, yes, hanging pirates, killing pirates. It's one of the major topics that one of them keeps on blabbing about.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, you need to be very, very careful. Again, just really the point. That's why I asked for people to give names and be available to back up what's being said. Anything where stuff has been said and there's no evidence or no one willing to kind of back it up can be thrown out straight away.
This has come. I was going to say the statement of them killing pirates has come directly from one of the strong arm members, I should say.
Do we have a name of? I don't have to say it just now, but is there a name of that individual?
I do remember his name, yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, say just get it all in your report. Okay. Once the report's been done, official, you're happy with it, got everything in there. It's clear and concise in regards to what has gone on. Get a copy. Get up to high command. And take it from there, okay? But say if you need to check over it, read it 3 times, get someone here to read over it, make sure, because everything that's going up there is going to be in your head, okay? Because you're the one who's been dealing with it, so just don't trip yourself up with the work that you're doing, okay?
Like I said, my final check-in would be down at Enlisted, and I would be more than happy to start filling this report in.
Okay. Yeah, just do another voyage log. Verbally approved it, but yeah, just so it's documented. And if you want to combine it into one single log when you come back, just put the 2 reference numbers on there, and that's fine. You don't have to do two captain's logs when you come back of your journey and the information that you found. Okay.
Nice, sir. I will get on that right now, and I'll head out as soon as I can.
Yeah. And dates. I'm going to keep saying it to everybody every time. Dates. Dates. Put dates on. We love dates. Not the edible kind, although they are quite nice. The written kind. Dates. What do we need to do, everybody?
Put a date on it.
Go on a date.
Absolutely. See. Even Secretary Davenport couldn't put a date on his note, but assumed it was yesterday because that wasn't there when I was here the day before. So, so even the High Command don't put dates on it. So it's fine. In that case, has everyone seen the note from Secretary Davenport in regards to Port Nutrition? Remember notes on the wall, and if you see one that's not where it was when it was there, look at it. Yeah, so the one, for example, it's also at the bottom of the stairs, so there's a note on the wall at the bottom of the stairs that says the same thing. So yeah, make sure you check notes, because yeah, it's quite important what is wrote on there. So yeah, have a read.
As well, Commodore, if you have time, once Jean-Baptiste is finished speaking with you, I was hoping I might be able to have a word in private.
No, I think you finished, Jean-Baptiste? I think you're done now, aren't you?
Yeah. I will actually make mention to that note. There was an update with it that I guess was not relayed. They are, as of this moment in time, do not hold a letter of marque. They are no longer privateers of His Majesty's Navy.
Well, it's been fully retracted because I understood it was just being suspended.
As far as I've been informed, it's been fully retracted pending an appeal from the port itself.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so it's been suspended. So yeah, so it's not been officially been removed. That'll be after the investigation be officially removed or put back to them. But yeah, at the moment they can't be used as a privateer. So if they come in saying that they've done this and that, that's pretty much it. But I don't think there will be because they don't have any privateers at the moment because they left.
Pretty much.
So I think that'll be fine.
All right, sir.
No problem.
I need to get to my conversation with Demoman and a few others.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your assistance, and just for your 2 records as well, Richardson is now on the books for the P.L.U. He's down as an ops coordinator. I'll put his name on the staffing sheet downstairs. And just to reiterate again, do not start bringing in outsiders into conversations and investigations and stuff with keep, if they want to come on board to support the ship, fine. But don't get them to start giving opinions and facts and all that stuff. You'll end up getting so many people getting their fingers in the pie. It'll be like, where's my portion? And then you'll find that someone's throwing a pie in someone's face and they'll blame you for it. So the P.L.U. staff works in P.L.U. You know what goes on here. That's how it stays. If people want to get involved, it's generally because they want to get involved in a jolly, or it seems exciting, want something to do, and then they'll just bugger off and not do it. I'm not having that. Okay. Anyone who works in here does everything from start to finish, the boring stuff and the exciting stuff. So that's if you can just pass that around, that'd be appreciated. So yeah, don't leave anyone up here either. I'm not sure if you do bring anyone up here, but say it's Navy only up here. We'll see. There is stuff in my desk, so don't leave anyone up here unattended. If you finish a conversation or need to go, take them back downstairs, and then if you need to come back up again, bring them back up. Okay.
I made sure to clean the chair the last time I brought somebody up here.
And Jesus.
So
all right, sir. I will be on my
I don't know
way.
which I don't know which way to take that at all.
It's a joke. Cap.
Interesting.
I know.
No, but
it's all good.
Bye, I leave, sir. I do. This is a conversation that's been waiting too long.
No, go on. Off you go. And thanks for your assistance.
Bye.
Yep.
Absolutely, sir.
Nice.
Are you
Thank you.
I have two things. First isn't necessarily have to be private. It's just it might not be workable right now, but it's at least a place to start.
Perfect.
I think possibly the best thing to do for the resupply is to take access of it completely out of privateers' hands and have it only accessible by us to grab things that they need. And to facilitate that in an easier manner than giving out keys. That room, I think we should pin code.
I'm sure somebody will be down in just a moment.
Change it every day, and it's just as simple as somebody picks 4 numbers, puts it on a wall notice up here, and that's that.
Yeah. The only problem is getting the pin code out to people. Doing it that way.
So the idea of it is, if you need to get in there, you will know, or it will be made known that the pin for it is in this office. So that way we can keep it out of people's hands who have no clue what the department is.
Yeah. Yeah. The only problem is, if there's people down here on a regular basis, like 90% of the time, it could work, but we have people down here a lot of the time. But yeah, there's going to be times where there's no one around and it's going to be needed urgently and such. So I think we'll keep the keys, but my issue will see the resource chest, and we'll see the situation where someone decided to take half of it. A brigantine or brigantine and a half worth of stuff for no reason, apparently, because we've had no reports of major issues in the area from privateers. So I don't know what's gone on there, and that's my concern, leaving it kind of open for privateers to go in, because clearly something went on the other night and caused that big issue. So I don't know. That to me is the question. How do we manage the resources for privateers? Does it come to a point where we have to give them a box each or something? I don't know. I really do not want to go down that route. Or is it a case of them finding someone to open the chest? But if there's no one here and they do need it urgently, then they're kind of scuppered, aren't they? So it's kind of easy to just take the whole resource chest away from them, to be honest.
That is true. I think, though, a little bit of a heavy hand in the situation would do wonders. Put pressure on perhaps finding the person. Because if they're told, if you come here and you need supplies and there's nobody here and You have to deal with it on your own. That's kind of the message that because someone betrayed the trust of the P.L.U. and did something they shouldn't have, if there's people here, we'll help you out. If there's not, you're on your own.
Did you see the notes I put downstairs?
Aye, I did.
Yeah, so you saw the one where I've said it's shut until further notice.
Did you see what I left in your desk, by the way?
Yeah, I've seen lots of stuff on my desk, yeah. Just starting I filed most of it away, but just having a... Can I catch you around for a little bit? I'll be heading off. I should be heading off about 20 minutes ago, but can I just quick catch up before I go? This is a private conversation, so I just with Mr. Man here, so...
Yeah, no.
I'll catch you downstairs.
Yeah,
it's good to see you.
Just coming up here to grab some food. I'm hungry.
Aren't we all? Yeah. No, absolutely. No, that's basically what I put on the note. Say if you've read that, then it basically says that. So I don't think anyone's come back to kind of comment on that. So we'll leave it like that for the rest of the week, over the weekend, and kind of see if anyone owns up as to a reason why. If they do, then we'll just open it again. But if it doesn't, then yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it will be a case of tough luck if there's no one here. But if there is, we'll open it for you.
The other matter. I understand what Midshipmate Jean-Baptiste is doing. I do think it is valuable. My major concern is time. We are finding actual things that happened, and I don't want to say that we're not. But just as often we're hearing reports of these things, like with the strong arm doing something as serious as stripping another privateer's mark. That by itself is worthy of getting their mark removed. We go to the people it happened to, they have no clue what it is. I am afraid that because we keep seeing this and people are treating it as if every single report is fact, even when we find out that they're not, we're going to back strong arm into a corner, take their mark, and end up creating a bigger problem than we know how to deal with.
But didn't they say they couldn't substantiate the letter mark being taken?
They did, and
so that's
if it,
no longer an issue, then, is it?
Aye, but there are a lot of things that are getting said and making its way to high command. That
I don't know where that issue's. I don't know where that's coming from. Sorry to cut you off. I don't know how High Commander is getting this information. It should be coming through us.
I know, and that's my concern.
So where's that coming from? Do you know?
I do not. I just hear stuff around the Navy about how, strong arm are tyrants and they'll tax sloops and basically every little negative thing that comes out that anybody says that we end up having to investigate is being taken as fact. I'm afraid it's going to get their mark stripped simply because nobody is going to listen if we say otherwise, because nobody's putting their foot down on it.
No. No. It's as I say, the reason Jean-Baptiste is doing this is because obviously, yes, we have to treat this information as being information until it's proved fact or fiction. So, and the one thing I've said all along is that for it to be fact, it has to be backed up by someone willing to stand up in front of a court to say, this is what's happened. And hopefully, most people who won't be willing to do that won't want to put their name against it. Now, he has got names against it, but I've not seen his report. As I say, I need to see that report. I don't know what he's got in there. But no, let's be sensible. Things can be said very easily, completely taken the wrong way. So it's 95% of it is probably stuff that they have said it, but did they mean it that way? Probably not. Did it come across the way it meant it come from? Probably not. So it's just like, but there may be a little bit of truth in there, but it's understanding and finding out what bit is the truth, if any of it, and it'll be dealt with on that basis. But I personally don't see a huge issue. I think they're probably doing things that they shouldn't be, not in a wrong way, but in a way that they could be doing better, i.e., these tariffs.
Yes.
Fine. If they want to do a tariff through the Red Network, do a tariff. But document it, same for everybody, a fair percentage, make him aware, and if they're not part of the Red Network, i.e., they saved this ship and sunk a black sail to save this other privateer, and they're not part of the Red Network, well, that's on them. If that ship demanded them for assistance, then they should pay a fee for their support, but not be demanded to pay a certain fee, because they may not have the money for it. Strong Arm's got a lot more money than anyone else, so...
And my thing comes from the perspective of trying to give all of our privateers a fair shot. And it just honestly seems like the court of public opinion is against Strong Arm and just listening to whatever anybody says. And no offense meant to Midshipmate John Baptiste, he's bought into it quite a bit. Yes, part of it is informed by the actual confirmed things he has for his report. But... Strong Arm aren't the monsters they're being made out to be, and nobody listens.
That's our role.
Nobody's opinion is like yours or mine or Master's Mate Carrington's, which is, yes, they could be doing things better. We need to get them in line. We need to bring them to heel.
Well,
everybody wants their marks stripped.
No. Well, I say, obviously, at the back of the last conversation we had, put through that rules of engagement for privateers, which is downstairs on the board. I still need to get that wrote up and issued out to all the privateers, and also the flare code, the official flare coding for between Navy and privateers off the back of that as well. So, I've been down there. I've given them the heavy foot on the issue with them approaching a Royal Navy stop and the way they conducted themselves with that, and... There's a bit of argy-bargy, you should expect, and, no, we didn't. And some said, yes, we did, and say, we didn't. Whatever, They basically admitted to it, and, we had that conversation off the back of that. We put the procedures in place, which is down there on the board for all the privateers to see. It's just that I've not managed to get around to get a book or a wrote out, but I'll do that over probably tomorrow or weekend and get that out to them, and we'll do that. But... I'm not too concerned with Strong Arm at this point. The information's there. We'll look at the information, and once it's there, we'll use a level head to pick out the rubbish.
I do have one other concern that it's less a chain of command thing and more having worked with her for so long. I think it may be best in a non-NCO capacity. People have begun dragging Miss D'Artagnan's name through the mud, saying that Strong Arm were her baby, she preferred them over all the other privateers, that she... Just a lot of very inappropriate things, both in the Navy side and the civilian side, and
civilian side I can't do much about, but obviously if it's Navy side, then I'd be interested to know who and in what context. I can't do much if I don't hear it, but obviously if it is being done on a regular basis, then it needs to stop. Fortunately she's not with us anymore, so there's no reason to keep dragging things through. So if you want to furnish me with that information, please do so. Obviously going to deal with it accordingly. Otherwise, yes, correct. It wasn't as I expected it. That's why it's taken me so long to get through all the folders, and kind of still not quite there, but it's overall she did a very good job, and there was very little concern in my eyes. But I did say to her that she needs to stop being a point of contact for everything, regardless. Doesn't matter what privateer it was, but she was, and but I said that to her many, many times. So I guess I'm at fault for some of it, for allowing it to continue. But there wasn't anyone else, and so she was around for the hours that she was, which was generally for quite a long time each day, and it's just a way failing. But yes, no one should be going around saying this, that, the other. No one knows the facts about anything. Again, it's just hearsay, and people should refrain from getting involved in anything of that ilk. So yeah, I agree with you on that. But
all right, and I guess I shouldn't say I wanted to bring it up in a non-NCO capacity. It was more, I as a navalman was not sure of the route to take with that.
But it depends where it's coming from, and is it really worth the effort? Is it something you can just forget, or is it the same people constantly doing the same thing? If it's a constant thing from the same people, then I would say address it with the Master Chief. Then see what he suggests. Certainly, I would like to know as well, and maybe I can address it. Said the Master Chief. Just to kind of see how it goes, but see how you feel in regards to how it is, and say if it is a constant thing with the same individuals, it's causing further issues for the P.L.U. specifically. Even now, it's causing distrust or such. Then certainly need to know that on that level.
The slightly awkward part is I do remember 2 individuals. I want to double check on one of them, but one of them earnestly is Midshipmate John Baptiste. He's not necessarily dragging her name, but he is not. He is taking a lot of what he's being told and just accepting it, and not trying to find out if it were true or not.
Okay. Is there anyone else?
It's possible. Also, Demoman, but I want to double check on that one.
Yes.
It's been a very busy couple of weeks since Miss D'Artagnan died, and I've talked to a lot of people.
No, absolutely. Let's say take your time. Don't expect anything now. I can't do anything now anyway. But over the next couple of days, if you want to write it down and hand it to me personally, or leave it in my mail, sealed letter, then I can deal with that from that point. If you have that information. But I think it's a case of trying to ignore it, or even just say to them, look, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But it's been and gone. It's all being sorted out. And
did you get a report from this gentleman?
That's it.
No, it wasn't it. No.
Okay. We're trying to figure out where his report went.
For what I remember, individuals like John Baptiste and Master's Mate Demoman, I certainly can take that route. They don't mean anything by it. They're not trying to disparage
in that same 30-minute window.
But it's the other individuals who are vehement and will not change their minds that have started.
I need an hour to an hour and a half.
Essentially causing the mindset that is currently being parroted even by our privateers about Miss D'Artagnan to just continue to spread. Like, it was even brought up while we were talking with Raven's Ambition.
Well, if they have an issue, tell them to come speak to me at some point, or write me a letter with their concerns, and I'll address them in writing or verbally. But I think, if you come across that, just don't get involved in a conversation. Just say, D'Artagnan's doing her job. Words that go around. A lot is false, some is true. But it's not something you can get involved with or want to get involved with. You know what to say. I don't have to tell you what to say. So just don't get involved with any of that, and just let me know who kind of brings that conversation up, and so we can address that as we need be.
I will certainly keep an ear out, and I'll kind of try and sift through or kind of talk to people and see if I can sneakily coax the information back out. Because there are some people that I think I remember it happening with, but I'd kind of have to meet up with them and try to see if they bring it up again on their own.
Oh yeah.
Well, if they bring it up naturally, fine. But say don't kind of coerce them into kind of bringing it up. If they don't bring it up, this means they've probably forgot about it. Let's kind of leave it there. But we know the truth. Yes, she was not perfect. As I've found, there's stuff that wasn't done that was requested to be done here, and she was doing stuff that I didn't even know about. There is issues, but ultimately, she did a good job. So that's what she'll be remembered for, and that's where we are now. So
and I certainly will make sure not to I will certainly make sure not to kind of, I guess the term would be entrap anybody.
No.
It's more just
Probably, but yeah.
seeing if the
Just
person
that-
I talk to, if they do bring it up on
I'll
their
bring a
own,
copy,
then I can kind of go,
I'll-
okay, yeah, that
Alright.
that is then the person I
Alright,
spoke
thank
with.
you.
Absolutely. Okay.
No problem.
Right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I'm going to be heading out with Ensign Richardson
Right.
down to one place too.
Right, I'll go see.
Just as
I think it was
a-
Lawson
as a
has just
general-
turned
if
up.
we're
So
not-
it's very noisy in here today.
Indeed, it is.
Okay. No, appreciate.
what was that, sir?
Appreciate time.
Alright, thank
Yeah, comment.
Did you say my name, sir?
I did. Yes. How are you doing?
If we're not.
Good, sir. I'm guessing man filled you in on a whole lot of the fun.
Oh, yeah. I've been dealing with it for the last 3
Well,
hours.
you
So we have Cedric in the prison at the moment. So yeah. So what comes off the back of that?
Thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
good. That means I don't need to go track down the secretary. Somebody got him the information.
Information on specifically.
Oh, his location. Only.
Well, no, his
three of us knew
location's
his location.
his location's in the prison. He turned up for some reason, and yeah, he got arrested. Basically, highest charge of treason, but yeah, we'll see.
Who?
Cedric.
Cedric.
Oh.
He's in the prison, so we're just waiting for some secretaries to wake up after playing board games or whatever they're doing, so they can carry out the questioning and let them deal with it. But I have said to Richardson, he's on our books now. Gave him a set of keys. He's not got the archive and storage, but his name's on the list downstairs as well. But Richardson said he'll be around, and he'll be involved.
Sailor or ensign, sir? There's two Richardsons.
Ensign.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So he's just down as an operations coordinator. So just the ship side of things, but he's been heavily involved as well as Delion, of course. So just make sure that whoever does the questioning up there when it happens has all the facts. And said that to the prison staff up there. I don't want another debacle because
you don't want another SIG, sir.
High Command don't have all the facts, and I really, as I say, really want to know about this
they do.
Hard Attack Times issue, whether he is guilty of writing these negative articles against Strongarm.
Well, 2 or 3 of his crew have all made the claim. 2 of them, I believe, worked for the hardtack and quit over the situation and refused to write anymore because of him doing it. So.
Okay, but if you get it from the horse's mouth, then that's as much information we need for everybody. You know.
And they all put it in a book for us.
So here's the thing. The High Command, they have everything because I've been handing in everything I have.
No, I've got 7 books in the archive actually. I've created a new folder called Port Lutogen Investig because I couldn't fit the rest of the text on. But it's in the archives and storage in the Port Lutogen cabinet. I'm not sure if it's stuff you have already, but it's the stuff that's in my desk, which is in there. So
yes,
if you want...
yeah, that's everything that we have compiled and handed over to you. The High Command should have the same documents.
So that's
from the get-go.
That's in
they
that
had me
storage
give a
room.
verbal debrief to Secretary Puffins, Davenport, and Master Chief was present. So all 3 of them are both in copies and a full verbal rundown, right up to 10 minutes before the ship set off, which they were on.
Okay.
I was there during the port inspection, so yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't make it.
No, you're good.
Okay, so yeah, he's there. So yeah, just asked Ensign Richards to. I believe he's got like 7 books apparently. I've asked him to consolidate it all into one.
Speaking of reports, sir, we have an important one though that is missing that might be part of that.
What?
I didn't want to say it in front of them. I could not find that report anywhere. Their weekly report that was turned in that specifically mentioned they found some dark orange sailed ships tucked away in an area where we've been getting reports of privateers harassing civilians and refusing to prove who they are. But that weekly report for them was not downstairs, wasn't in the archives either.
Sorry, which company?
It'd be for Port Lutogen. It was their last report they turned in.
Well, maybe in here.
Commodore, I just came to inform me that me and Richardson are going to go check in on that last thing, and then we should be back. But if we're not back by like 10:30 Eastern, just I informed Miss DeLeon to send someone looking for her.
Okay, no problem. Yep. Have a safe trip and yep, get that report finished off and take from there.
Aye, sir. It should be on your desk by tomorrow morning.
If you can, great. If not, don't worry. Just get it right.
That sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, sorry, did you see that folder in there, Delio? I'm not sure if it's duplicating what we already got. If it has, just get rid of it. But obviously try and keep it all together. Can I give you this stuff as well? I'm not sure if it's been filed already, but... if Hotel Royale come back, that's been declined in regards to the assistance with a bounty. The notes in the book, I'm sure you've seen that. I think that's down there anyway. So I think that's just a copy that can be binned. I noticed the downstairs admin cabinet was a bit of a mess. I'm not sure what's going on. There's like copies of copies in there, and it's kind of a bit weird. We need to.
Yeah, I think one of our new folks.
Yeah, we need to either file it away, or just put it in the to be filed folder. So, if you go downstairs, close that.
I think what might have happened is that somebody who's not, how do we put it?
Okay,
trained.
That hasn't been around for as long. Kind of had just copied and kind of left it all in there when they were supposed to take the copies up.
Oh, and sorry, I'm just awake today for a short time. I have nightmares I need to get to. I just wanted to make sure you were up to speed on everything that was going on. In case you had any questions for me, because I was in the middle of it for the last 2 days. Also, if John Baptiste hasn't talked to you yet, you might want to ask him about his conversation with Master Chief about the Penguin, because apparently he didn't realize I'd already spoken with him, and he was given a completely different story than what was told to me in front of 2 people.
Okay, I've not had a chance to speak to him or seen him, so I'd rather do it verbally than leave him a note on his desk, to be honest, but... Well, I'll see what he says, but he's probably going to repeat what has been said already, unfortunately, but I'll just make the point that I did tell him quite clearly on that day that the Penguin was from Denmark, Norway, and her stuff is still in that cupboard that he said he'll get rid of as well, so that's all her personal effects that I collected is also in that cupboard in the ops where the Penguin was next to, so he knew, so yeah. I'll see what he says just to get closure on it, but what's done is done. So yeah, it's just the folder in there to be filed. I'm not sure whether you've got to a process yet to managing that stuff. But if we have, it may be worth documenting that somewhere so that people can read it and understand it.
Yeah, I know. Sailor Richardson, who I believe, I think he said he was volunteering down here. His name was on the list. He was saying he didn't know how the barcodes and all that worked, but he'd gotten some reports in, and then he brought them up here. So I'm wondering if he might have been the one that also made the copies, because he knew we made copies to go up the hill and just didn't realize, the full steps for it.
Yeah. To be honest, saying unless their names on that list, just don't get them involved. So I have a feeling that we're getting a lot of people involved who aren't actually on this list behind us, which also causes a headache because people start getting involved and get kind of knee deep in it and all that stuff. So certainly if they're available to help, give them
he's on the list, by the way.
Yeah, give them proper training, and if they've not had the training, just tell them not to worry, especially with the reports.
I think LT Sawyer's at the door.
they can just pop that in the report box
I've just
downstairs
started
anyway.
leaving all the reports that hasn't been
Hello.
registered in there.
They're right upstairs.
Just so they
Hello.
are there. I don't
Just-
leave them in a folder.
Just floating. Yeah, but
Yes.
everything needs a.
May I come in?
Yes, but
The
if
thing on
I
it,
don't
so-
have the time,
Oh, no,
if
no.
I don't have the time to do
Yeah.
it, then I leave it in there. That way, people see that there is stuff there. They'll look at it and then they'll register it.
Okay. Well, maybe create a folder to be referenced or something. If you create a folder reference number.
Hello there. Just wanted to quickly update Commodore Smythe since he's here regarding my report I gave him a couple days ago.
Okay, I'll leave it. Tell you what, we'll leave it floating in there, as you've said. But yeah, we need to make sure that everything does have a reference number on there and everything's filed away as soon as possible in the right places. So yeah, I'll leave that filing where it goes filing to, whether it goes into the upstairs or the side office, side archive here, into the company folder or anywhere else, depending on the serious nature of it.
Of course.
I'll leave that for you to kind of finalize that bit, but I think that's the last bit, to be honest, Delion. So
Right.
get that
I'll
done
get
next-
on it as soon as I have free time because
yeah.
right now I have another thing I need to take care of.
No, I didn't
But
mean.
you-
Didn't mean now. I say next couple of days. If you can get a good idea at least, so that everyone knows,
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I'll try. What else did you want to talk to me about?
I think it was just the filing. I think of yeah, it's just that, and yeah, dates. Can we make sure that everyone puts dates on everything? Because there's so many reports I've read, there's no dates on it. When you update the notices, there's no dates on notices. Even Secretary Davenport didn't put a date on his note. I hate seeing documentation with no dates on. It's horrendous.
Right. So he stuck the note on my desk, so I moved it upstairs.
I know. No, it's fine. But I say there's been reports I've got upstairs. Not just from Navy, but privateers as well. We need dates on stuff. We don't have dates on it. Makes it very difficult, especially when there's lots of stuff going on, to try and put it in the correct order. So yeah, just to spread that word. Dates. Dates. Yeah. Other than that, it's all good. Good job.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Thank
I've a
you.
word with the Sawyer, and then I must leave.
Yes,
'cause of
I have a ship I have been tasked to build again.
Oh God.
Well, you all have a good night then. I'm running too.
Yep, you have a
Have
good
a good
one,
night, Ollie.
Logson. Right.
Shit.
How you doing?
Oh, not bad, not bad. I just wanted to amend my my report I gave you a couple days ago regarding Port Ludergen. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware of all the shenanigans that have been afoot since then.
Mhm.
It looks like most of it's resolved. I mentioned one of our sailors, Leo Blazik, in a report.
Okay.
Who had lost his memory around that time.
Yeah.
Turns out apparently he wasn't with Port Ludergen and was not hanging around with him as much as I thought he was. So we could kind of strike that for the record if there was concerns regarding him or anything.
Did I file that one away?
That's fine. It's probably been filed away somewhere in the annals of history because I think most of what happened with Port Ludergen is pretty final now, where we've ripped their, or well, suspended, I guess, their letter of marque and such.
What date was it?
I might not have put a date on it, unfortunately.
Oh, look, dates. What's this?
Sorry.
Do you remember what it's called?
Regarding Port Ludergen or something like that? I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure what it was.
Was a report specifically for that? Was it?
Yes, it was regarding Port Ludergen specifically.
We should be able to close that door. It might be down the admin office.
It's not a big deal, Commodore. I wouldn't want you. I just want to on the situation and concern regarding any of our sailors having been injured or something like that. Facing some hot water regarding his situation, anyways. I just felt obligated. I felt I needed to get off my chest that we at least give a good what for on researching and finding out what happened to Port Ludigen, and it looks like that happened, so.
Final one's from Richardson. Strange.
No, that's fine.
I'm sure it's around somewhere.
It's not a problem. I apologize, sir. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to make sure that you're aware that I don't think Blazik is involved in that. I don't think there were any malfeasance towards him. Still lost his memory somehow, but that's not really a P.L.U. issue. And I'll investigate it through other methods.
Okay. Well, so no worries.
It was nothing to
Thanks.
do with Port Ludigen, so.
Thanks for coming back. I'm probably find it at some point. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheers, Swipe.
Yes, have a good night, sir. Oh, I need to be let out. Thank you, sir.
You have a good evening.
Have a good night.
Right, let me drop this book. I saw his bloody report somewhere. Don't worry, put it in the patrol requests. Where's this one? Ship orders. Right, that's done. I think we're good. I'm gonna. Door's left open. Close that one. That one's closed. It's probably still on my desk, but I'm going to check because I really need to finish. I should have finished like an hour and a half ago. Freaking horrendous.
Hey. Put them.
Someone took my freaking. No. It's here. Chunk.
Well.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. I should be. Yes.
Chunk. There we are. Wow. It's the whole thing the way. Get out the way, whole thing. Doesn't rain, it pours. Chicken. Wabbit. Choose target. Take that, thank you. Job's a good one. Well, yeah, that got interesting. Would have liked to have interviewed Cedric. So I'm sure it'd probably be on some stream somewhere. But yeah, for now, that's me finished. I will be back. I'll be back tomorrow at some point. Probably even more asleep than I am now to see what has happened. So, he's streaming at the minute. Anybody? Anyone streaming? There you go. Let's go to Frankster48. It's Ensign Isaac B. Lash. Raid. Raid. Prankster. 48. Why can't I find him? What? Doesn't exist. Has he got some Prankster 48? Was he finished? I wonder if he's finished. I think he's finished, that's why it's not finding him. Go and say hello to Wind God 2000. Navy. Who does he play? I'll tell you in a second. I know the name. Oh god, won't let me thing off. But anyway, Wind God. Miss Shipmate. Go say hello. Give him a follow. Keep a track of all the different Navy people, because you know you want to. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm tired. I need to go sleep. Have fun. Thank you very much for the follows. Very much appreciated. Toodaloo.